back out and let Smooth in, and then somebody else back out and let Porter Rock in.
Yeah, but see, if you back out, then we're full. You see what I'm saying? Like we got yeah. So I'm saying like, okay, look, for the gaming shit, y'all niggas play more games than me. I'll pop out. That's gonna be epic, right? With Porter Rock and Smooth. And then after the second hour, once we get into the other shit, or if we do, then I'll jump back in. You know what I mean?
All right.
Like that's fair. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna pop out. Tell 8 what you know what I mean? Like I'll just stay here. Tell him to put me in the back or whatever like that. I'm gonna hop back in later. All right. I'm gonna be listening. All right, y'all.
Hey, Melon, man, I'm gonna need you to calm down your pony shit. All right?
What you talking about? The fuck? Fuck out of here with this pony bullshit. Fuck out of here.
What's up, fellas?
What up, Porter Rock?
What's good, Porter Rock?
Yo, Smooth in here?
Nah. Yeah, like for real, Melon, man. Yo, niggas.
What up?
Yo, man, Twitter's going crazy, man. They gotta stop arguing about this shit,
bro,
man. Damn.
I told you.
I knew that shit was gonna happen.
I stopped arguing. Yeah, God damn, they've been arguing 24/7.
I don't understand how any of y'all thought that because specs were released, there was going to be not any more rumors, speculations, or
the whole week though.
Whole week
over nothing.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen like, even after months. The shit drops.
This is gonna be months until we see games. That's all you're gonna see now.
There's still gonna be broken games when they come out,
and then you know, and Porter Rock, you know what's gonna happen at that point? They're gonna argue about lighting because you know how Microsoft has like a different lighting scheme that they go for their games. They have like a warm temperature. Sony goes for a more like professional temperature. They're gonna complain about that because the games are all gonna be 4K 60. They're
gonna zoom in on that one piece.
I don't know if all the games gonna be 4K 60.
That's up to the developers.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some 30 FPS games. Still,
all I'm saying is, and I'm saving for the podcast, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. I mean, the way people arguing, you would think they don't play any games, but hey, man.
My Twitter, this shit is funny. You got dudes going at me saying that I'm gonna get what I'm deserve this next.
What the fuck?
Yo, what up?
Yo, what up?
What's up?
What's up?
Yo, what up? What up?
What's up? Y'all can hear me?
What up? Yeah, we hear you.
Good, Smooth.
What's up, man?
Yeah, we hear you, even though you got a cock down your throat. We hear you.
Shit.
We hear you, man. How you doing, Smooth? How you talk clearly?
Smooth roasting these fucking PlayStation fans.
Yeah.
This nigga Smooth.
Yo, this nigga Smooth been going at it for like 2 weeks straight, dog.
This nigga is talented, dog. You can understand him while there's a cock down his throat.
No, he ain't down his throat. It's up his ass. What you talking about?
Yo.
God damn.
God damn, man.
That was
shit
quick.
crazy.
Not even 10 seconds. I thought you were still doing a mic check.
Yo, we is here, man. There's a lot going on this week. Where we at, man? What's this? Episode 89. Yeah, AGS podcast, episode 89. I heard Soundboxes is broke or some shit like that. I don't think I've experienced it. I could have. It's just that some of the people that said they were, I haven't experienced it from them, but maybe they are. I don't know. Maybe it's other people that I'm following. But yo, chat, tweet out the podcast and all that shit if you you could be so kind. Even the Xbox, man. We're gonna take it easy on y'all today. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah. But yeah, we here, man. Episode 89. Damn, man. Let me see. All right, let me get these super chats out the way real quick, man. Shout out to Rodrigo, man. He said, AGS crew, what's happening? Hope y'all safe out there. Hope y'all.
Yeah, we good. I'm good.
Yeah, man. Social distancing, man.
Yeah. Putting that shit
Wash
to
your
use.
hands and shit.
Stay away from these dirty motherfuckers.
Wash your hands, wipe your ass, all
You
that.
can be
shit.
clean and still catch that shit. Just stay away from
How you got
everybody.
kids? How your wife?
Yeah.
I heard they saying you don't have sex either.
Whoa.
Fuck that.
Yo, I'm
Get the
telling you, I
fuck
saw
outta
that
here.
shit
I'm
on
definitely-
Twitter.
The fuck?
Better get that antiviral treatment then. Fuck it.
Shout out to Urban Combat 1000. He said, "Yo, what up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Good? Yeah, everybody. Everything on point, man. Everything on point." Then we got Cat Daddy Lurk. He said, "Paying my entrance fee now. This is going to be a hell of a show." And then we got one from Ravish and Slick. This nigga said, "Respect the guest, nigga." All right. Yeah, due to limitations, man. I don't. What the fuck? Oh, Ravish had to duck out, man. We talking about games. He don't play no games, so due to limitations, he had to get out of it. They trying to stress me out, get on Discord and all that. I'm not doing that. I done broke a keyboard and a headset fucking with that Discord, man. I'm done with that shit. So, yeah, y'all gonna have to do. I know. I mean, y'all gonna have to do. I know a lot of these podcasts be like 30 niggas in there, man. But hey, man,
it's like Wu-Tang Clan in a concert. We got like 19 rappers on stage.
Oh man, I went to Weapon Wheel. They had a 5v5 going on. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I couldn't even hear nobody. There was so many damn people. But yeah, y'all gonna have to make do. You dig? But we here, episode 89. All right, let's get into these intros, man. Go ahead, Melon.
Yo, it's Melon. Hit me up on Twitter, PSN, Steam, and let's get into it. Shout out to Puerto Rock and Kid Smooth for coming through.
All right, shout out to Moot Gaming for the super chat. Appreciate you, player. Go ahead, Drew.
Drew Games. Let's have a great podcast. Follow me on Twitter, Drew_Games.
All right, and the man that doesn't have no information, even though he work at Sony. Go ahead, Dark Cloud.
What's good, everybody? Shout out to Ravishing for stepping back, just to have the guests on. Shout out to the guests for coming through. Fuck you, 8.
Appreciate you. All right. So we got our first guest, man. We got Porter Rock 77.
Yo, what's good? Yes, Chad, it's me. Everybody's like, wait a minute, Porter Rock up in here? What the fuck? Yeah, it's really me. It's your boy. We're gonna have a good podcast.
All right. We got Emmanuel A, no doubt. We got Emmanuel A. Shout out to you, man. Touch on the greatness of the Xbox Series X. Let's go smooth.
Oh, geez.
All right, and we got
What's up, everybody? It's the Best Spot Kid Smooth. Happy to be here. I think I have some room to talk shit today, so I'm good.
Oh shit!
All right, hey man,
go through it, Smooth bag.
Listen. The good thing is this, right, Smooth? At least people are listening. You something you're not used to. Your live streams be dead, player. Your live streams be looking like a fucking graveyard. But yeah, people listening, Smooth. So now you can talk and people gonna hear you. You dig? So it's all good.
This Smooth, man. Happy than motherfucker. That got a small ear to ear on that bitch. Nigga, happy as hell.
We done been here before. I don't know what's gonna be different this time, but we're gonna talk about it, man. So yeah, episode 89. We're gonna have a good podcast today. Yeah, man. Shout out to Ravish for stepping back. He don't play no games, so he couldn't participate. And we good, man. Shout out to Ravish. All right, so I guess we could just go right into it, man. PlayStation 5 had a deep dive, spec deep dive, whatever. They had some shit going on this week. It was very I guess you can say informative, educational, shit like that. I found it funny that people was complaining about all the spec talk, but then jumped right back on Twitter to continue the spec talk. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all don't want to hear somebody that actually know what they talking about, but y'all want to hear people like Kid Smooth. Come on, man. Just don't make no sense.
Hey, yo.
No sense. Y'all gotta help me understand this because I'm lost, man. I'm lost. But what did y'all think about the presentation, man? Because we know that it wasn't for us, right?
It definitely wasn't. It definitely was not.
And it was pre-recorded.
Yeah. Right, and it was pre-recorded with a stiff-ass audience. All right, so
yeah.
That shit was like Mystery Science Theater 3000 and shit.
We started talking about the audio and shit. I was
they were scared to move. They was like, man. But what did y'all think about the deep dive? Was it everything you expected, or did you want more?
So the deep dive was definitely not for us. It was literally the roadmap, the tech, and all of that stuff. Like, even talking about backwards compat wasn't even like his major talk. I think there's going to be more announcements coming down later in the line when they show off the system to wow people. This was literally like the piece of paper that you get in an envelope where you sit down at a business meeting that he's actually regurgitating. And my man is straight up robot. He didn't stutter. He didn't stop to take a breath. Nothing. He didn't even drink no water. Nothing. Yeah, but this was literally like a tech type of thing, and even the same people, like, you know, some batch ass people, I'm not gonna say their whole name, still don't understand what the fuck he was saying. So, you know, it's whatever.
He said batch ass.
Hey, Smooth, what did you think about the deep dive?
I thought the deep dive was very, very boring. I didn't understand anything that was going on. I'm a visual type of guy. You got to show me things, you know what I mean? And so that was very, very lacking. I thought I was going to at least get like a NAC 3 technical demo or some shit like that. Nah. And the thing, here's the thing, all right? I don't like the whole thing. It's not for us. It wasn't for us, but the problem was it was targeted towards us. I mean, developers ain't looking at.
No, it was not targeted to you.
It definitely wasn't.
Let me add this before.
Use the PlayStation Twitter page and the PlayStation YouTube page. Who's watching PlayStation YouTube and Twitter?
The developers.
The developers?
Yes.
Really?
Losing his shit. Hold on.
The developers already have the dev kit.
I kind of agree. I kind of agree with Smooth. He's just saying it the wrong way.
Yeah. So
he's not articulating it correctly.
So listen,
I get it.
Sony is all over the place right now where they want to do their presentations for everything: TV, sound, headphones, all of that stuff. And they're scrambling right now. They don't know where to basically release this information. And a lot of important devs didn't make it to this event because of all the shit that's going on. So I guess they should have emailed it out to people, but that's going to be a large ass file. And in order to get those to watch that type of stuff, they would have added them on a VPN. I'm pretty sure Sony didn't want to do that.
I mean, so they could have uploaded it private and just sent it all out, man. No, I do agree.
Gonna watch it.
I do agree that was not for us, but they shouldn't have like presented it to us. So that means since they did present it to us, then they can accept this criticism.
Yeah, that's true.
I would say the real problem with the deep dive is they went into thorough explanation into something we haven't seen yet. Mm-hmm. So what are you really explaining? You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Got it. Granted, it was for the Game Developers Conference, but that shit's canceled. At that point, Sony should have been like, okay, we got to come up with a new strategy because the Game Developers Conference is canceled. So we're not doing that. So let's do this. Let's wait until we get a reveal, show some shit on the screen, have the developers talk, have the games talk, have the shit shown on the screen. And then when people ask, goddamn, Sony, how the fuck did you do all this on a 10.2 T5 console? Now you got the deep dive. If you really want to know what you saw on screen and see how it got done, Mark Cerny's going to explain that now. The problem is he explained how the heart surgery, operation is going to go, but you didn't even know you were going to get heart surgery. So he's explaining all this shit to you, and you didn't even know that was happening yet. And that's the problem. We ain't seen no shit. So he put the cart before the horse. Everybody, they got all these theoretical shit, but we don't know what the shit is. Like, we're just standing here like, we don't know what you're explaining because you didn't show it to us yet. They should have showed us something first, and then you explain what we seen. Especially if people have questions, because, when you show some shit on screen, people are going to be like, oh, you ain't doing that on a 10.2 T-Flock console. That's just PC. Sony lying. Oh, no, we not lying. Here's the explanation why we were able to do this. That would have made more sense.
Right. It would have been some feedback regardless. But yeah, I think they should have because I said this during my live stream. They should have went back to the drawing board after it got canceled. They should have thought of something different to do to bring awareness to everybody because we all waiting. But people are saying they had this same type of conference for the PS4. I don't remember seeing it because let's be real, we don't pay attention to GDC. Like, when do we ever watch that shit?
Yeah, no, nobody.
Y'all watch that? Y'all watch GDC?
Nah,
no.
I've never seen a GDC fucking conference. I've never cared.
So he did have one. It was the same name, the Road to PS4, but it was after the console reveal. Yeah,
right.
It was after. Like, we already had the game reveal. In fact, I think it was even after E3 when he did that.
No, because that original game reveal had a whole lot more. I mean, you had Cerny breaking shit down, but then they had gameplay. They showed off Killzone. And a bunch of other shit. Yeah. And out of all the games they showed during that conference, only one didn't come out. That's that Deep Down.
Yeah,
or whatever that shit was called. Yeah, that shit never came out. But yeah, it was a lot more visual the first time around. But they showed it, so it's definitely open for scrutiny and shit. My thing is, after everything was broke down in this hour-long video, People are still trying to
downplay the shit.
People are still trying to come up with their own.
No, it's really
argument over backwards compatibility.
It's really 9.2 being upclocked. Like, where are you getting this information from?
This man has done this shit his entire career. And he got motherfuckers out here with no computer science, no fucking engineering degree, nothing.
That was my thing with
the shit down. Like, shut the fuck up.
My thing was the whole 9.2 shit. Like, yo, the man said 10.3. That's what it is. Like, stop with this 9.2 shit. He said 10.3. That's what it is.
Yeah, RDNA 1.5.
Yeah. Fuck out of me.
So like, fuck is a RDNA 1.5? Even AMD never said no shit like that.
AMD came out and said they're both using full-blown RDNA 2. You got niggas out here on the Xbox camp saying no, they're using pieces of it. It's still RDNA 1. It's just 1.5. Like,
hey, yo, where? Some of the niggas was in your podcast. What's up with that?
I don't know. I have no control what anybody says. I don't really care what like RDNA, whatever they're using. I mean, I'm just looking at the raw numbers, the shit that I can understand. You know what I mean?
This is the thing. They always had the raw numbers. What's going to be different this time around?
Oh, they didn't always have them.
I mean, did we look at Resident Evil? Did we look at Resident Evil gameplay this week?
Oh, that's Xbox One. I ain't talking. I'm on to the next gen shit.
Oh, he moved.
All right. Okay, you got to
play conveniently
right now.
Wait, what's the difference this time though?
No, listen. They didn't hold on. Listen, they didn't have the power crown on like
every single.
They had it with the X. They had it with the original. I mean, the Xbox and the 360 and the PS3. I guess you can argue that, but they've had the crown of most powerful before. What is going to be so different this time? That's like my main question.
Hey, you don't know? Phil Spencer got all them devs, man. That's what's
that have not yet proven themselves yet. Because if we got to go off the path, right? So if we got to go off the path, people should just wait and see what they do. Y'all jumping out the window already.
Yeah,
y'all always do this. We heard this 3 years ago with the Xbox One X.
Did you see that Gears 5 demo?
The motherfucker.
Oh, with the ray tracing?
Hold on. Y'all care about Gears 5 now? Because y'all dropped it.
Hold up.
Y'all dropped it.
Nah, Kiss Move, he be on Gears.
no, most Xbox.
I don't give a yo. Xbox dudes drop that shit.
Well, I'm the Xbox, and I play it. And that it's stuff like that makes me excited. So they got that thing running at like ultra max settings unoptimized right now. The videos on
that ray tracing on Minecraft.
Yo, Gears
clean, right?
Yeah, Gears is not that demanding, bro. Stop.
Gears is not that demanding.
Okay.
It's not.
There's no okay or no. No. You can't be sarcastic. It is not a demanding game.
All right. So you can just run those
That's
settings.
The facts. It's not demanding.
So you can run those settings.
Okay. Can you? Is Gears as demanding as Red Dead?
Absolutely not.
I don't know. I haven't played Red Dead on I just know that when you couldn't run Gears 5. I didn't play it on PC. You couldn't run Gears 5 at those settings on Xbox One X. So I don't like this.
Well, I mean, the only thing, what was it? It was only a couple of like settings dialed back, like screen space reflections, and of course the cutscenes were 30. Now they can run at 60. But are you really impressed with that? You're happy with what you see with Gears 5? You're happy with that?
It's at max settings on a console. That's I don't know. That intrigues me to know that a console.
I think you should be looking more to that like on the next Halo game, not a game that's already out that already has its texture already locked in place. You should look for that into something new.
One at a time.
When they show me, I will be excited. But they actually showed something. They showed something utilizing the hardware. I
seen some of y'all Xbox dudes. Y'all motherfuckers was hyped when they were showing State of Decay 2. Like, motherfucker, really?
I mean, it was a new game.
I mean, as far as the Gears go, for one, most of y'all dropped that shit. Let's just be real. Y'all not even playing the game no more. And I know because I'll be on it. Y'all don't be on it. For them, and y'all stop talking about it. But what they show, like, that's not really that impressive to me. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay, but as far as a next gen console, I don't really even care about Gears 5 as far as moving forward as far as next gen. They should be showing me something different.
Oh, you're going to see something different in about 4 weeks or less.
How do you know that?
How you know?
Because I am the shit, dude.
Oh yeah, you the Best Buy.
When it comes to Xbox, I mean,
that's what I'm talking about.
I know
so
things.
What do you ran 2.0 now?
Hey man,
you got new sources.
He got sources, yeah.
You ran 2.0, motherfucker.
Yeah. Hey, let me get to the super chats real quick. We got John the Hero. Shout outs to you for the super chat. Then we have Mook Gaming. We also have I read Emmanuel already. I had missed them. We got Biz the Kid Gaming. He said, "What up, AGS? I'm excited for these new consoles. Leaning more towards Series X, but things may change." Also, we got Biz the Kid Gaming. The deep dive would have been way better if there were visual representation of what he was talking about. The whole thing could have been a PDF release. And then we got Optimus Code. He said, "Yo, 8, be sure to ask Porter Rock about that Xbox fan that's going to whip his ass when he get back to Cali."
Yo,
yo, these dudes are hurt. Motherfucker say he's going to uppercut me in the nuts.
And,
Jesus.
V keeps it low key. Said our sub box is broken. I got no notification. Yeah, we hearing sub boxes are definitely broken. That's what we hearing from a lot of people. Truth Hurts also super chat. He said they never saw what res or max the Xbox uses fake 4K. All right.
Yeah. So to me, it's crazy that one of the big fights going on right now is the backwards compat.
Oh my God.
Yeah, hold on, let me finish. Cheering on a system, bragging about this gen, especially when this gen had the least amount of games in the Xbox history, especially when you don't own these games. You're too busy renting a subscription service. Why or what are you going to do? You're going to wait on these games to come to magically appear back on Game Pass? Note that, and then on top of that, note that these systems are okay. You got 10 teraflops. Mark Cerny himself said that you only need 8 teraflops to run these games at 4K, right? This thing has 10.2. And then if you look at and on top of that, if you look at what Mark Cerny said, Mark Cerny's talking about this. Which person in the Microsoft field that's the actual developer of the Xbox made video games? When Mark Cerny showed off the PS4, he showed off Knack. Knack was not a game to be generations. It's to show off. It's a tech demo to show off what the PS4 is capable of doing.
Right.
And then he uses Jack and Dexter to show off where games can go in the future. PlayStation has been focusing on making games easier for the developers. Hence, what Mark Cerny showed at GDC. Hence, what developers from GDC are saying. They're super excited about the PlayStation 5 and what the PlayStation 5 is actually trying to do for developers.
If I was a first-party dev, I'd be happy too.
Yeah, but y'all don't really think Microsoft could come through with some bangers next generation?
I'm not saying they can't come on with some.
I feel like a lot of people act like that, like they're not capable of doing that. Like they just don't think.
They haven't been capable in a long time. I mean, people have. There's a reason why people are reacting the way they react. They haven't showed you anything in years. So
yeah, to me, and I'm just gonna go say this on record. Pony up. Let's talk about teraflops. As people acting as if teraflops is basically everything of what the performance is for gaming. The Xbox is like a big ass Mustang for the gaming community, while the PS5 is like a Ferrari to me.
Yeah, but just look at AMD versus NVIDIA. T-flops don't mean everything.
Exactly my point. Exactly, but people are going to say that they're both AMD anyway, so they're going to perform the same.
Oh yeah, well,
so this whole backwards compatibility thing is crazy. Like I seen that shit. I seen the fights all on Twitter.
Renting game comment, and that the people
you know all these games.
Yeah, well,
all these games that you're talking about backwards compat. Do you have these games? Are you gonna go back and buy them?
You buy if you.
Are you gonna go back and buy them?
You already have them. I have a bunch of 360 games installed digitally that I bought.
Okay, and then you don't. And if you don't have them. Right, and they're now on Game Pass.
If you don't own it,
no. Smooth. He's saying for the games that you didn't buy, are you gonna buy them?
Are you gonna go and buy them? Are you gonna go back and buy them? Most of you guys don't even own them games, but you're renting them on Game Pass.
Okay, so
are you not renting them? Do you own all of them?
Well, I don't like.
Do you own Ori?
This is.
Why does that matter, Dark Cloud? Like, what's the point?
The whole thing about those games don't show
one at a time, people.
Those games don't stay there. So the big talk about
like that's the only option. That's the only access to them. That's not the only access to those games. Like
I never said that. I said either physically buying them or waiting for them to come back on Game Pass.
Posing your point as rental. I'm like, well, why is it a rental if not everyone's going through Game Pass? There's multiple ways to access the games. You could do it the rental way, or you can buy them. So it's not like Game Pass is the only access to these games.
My thing is that's one of the biggest thing everyone's talking about right now. Like this shit blows my mind. I've never seen a gaming generation move over and everyone's talking about old games. I've never seen that.
Because usually the beginning of the generation is trash with games.
No.
No. Fuck
it's
all
one
that.
thing to have backwards compatibility. That's one thing, right? I'll tell you this, backwards compatibility isn't all that special. But when you get pretty much legit free remasters on these games, because remember, for 2013, 2014, 2015, all we got was remasters. So it's a bigger deal this generation because, and even PlayStation is hyping, making old games run better. If it wasn't a big deal, they wouldn't be talking about it. But both parties are talking about how bringing your library with you, that's one of the key wins to this generation, right? If you were locked in on PS4 or Xbox last generation, it's going to be hard to switch this time around because you're already invested. Why are you invested? Because of your library, which are most likely digital.
Okay, again, why are you excited about that instead of new games?
No. Cut the bullshit.
He's just saying that's just one of the good features of it.
No, it's like
you know what else is a good feature? Playing online, friend invites. That's a feature that's amazing. We're talking about games from last generation. You're talking about like your new system. Like you talk about the power of the Xbox, and you're like, backwards compatibility. These games running on that.
I'm sorry, but Xbox demoed existing games and them taking advantage of the new hardware. Once they demo the new
I'm not talking about what Microsoft is saying. I'm talking about the fans. Pay attention.
Well, but that's why, because that's what they're getting. They're being demoed. The stuff that they're showing is how did they show off the load times on PS5? They showed what, Spider-Man, right? An existing game. Like you can't be mad at people being excited for existing games. That's what they got until they showed the new games.
You realize what you just said, right? They're not talking about backwards compat. They're showing an old game running load times better. They're not talking about like graphical leaps of old games. I'm talking about the people are expecting their games to run better. They're thinking about their games to load better. They're thinking about frame rate. They're thinking about how graphics are going to take. They're talking about AI.
Enhanced.
Yeah, they're talking about AI. That's what people are excited about when you move the generation. When you hold up. When you introduce a new video card, do you talk about how it makes an old game run or features that it's going to make new games better?
Actually, yes.
No, that's not what I do.
Why? Then what the fuck is the benchmarks for? Why did they be showing They ain't benchmarking brand new games that aren't out yet. They're benchmarking existing games.
Dude, they're talking about how much frame rate goes forward so that the next generation. Why? Okay, Mark Cerny showed off Jack. Did he show off Jack to show how Jack's going to run better?
He showed them I'll
let you talk. He showed off Jack and Dexter to show corridors being an issue the way that they had to develop games. And they're talking about how games are going to load better with the way that they're going to be able to design games. That's not talking about old games. These games are going to run better.
Did Mark Sony show you a new game? Did he?
No.
All right. So what is your argument? They didn't show you anything.
What video game backwards compat? I'm not talking about backwards compat. I'm not talking about. You're not talking about backwards compat.
Xbox being excited over existing and old games being upgraded with frame rates and graphics and textures and all that stuff. It's like, why are you happy for that and asking us to talk about new games? Well,
I'm talking about how new games are gonna look fire.
But I don't know
old games.
That's always. But Mark Cerny, they're talking that, but they're not showing anything. So I don't care about it until I see it. Okay. In theory, anything sounds awesome, but until I see it, that's when we can start talking about it and being excited. I ain't gonna be talking about, you can move 500 gigs through this pipe of software and shit, and I don't see how it works. No, but if you show me a game running a different way it didn't be in previous gen, then I got something tangible to go with. I don't have anything tangible from PlayStation yet.
I think the real issue with the backwards compatibility is not even with it being offered, because there's a good thing, right? It's nothing wrong. It's not like we're paying extra for it, right? If it's there, it's there. You like to play an old game, play an old game. Maybe you got a backlog, whatever. Yeah. I think my issue with it is people are coming up with the stupidest decisions over it, which don't make sense. Like I seen people like when they thought only 100 backwards compatible games for
they
PS5
lost their shit.
Their launch,
Yeah,
they're like, oh, that's bullshit. Fuck it, I'm gonna choose Xbox. So I'm thinking, wait a minute.
yeah, that was stupid as hell.
I'm thinking, so you're gonna buy a console that had 0 PS4 backwards compatible games because you're gonna get like it doesn't make sense. Like, how does the Xbox help you?
That's the same shit I was thinking.
It doesn't make sense.
No sense.
Yeah.
Because
even
you're gonna go to a console that don't have none of the games at all.
And never will. At least with the PS5, it's gonna keep growing, right? And then here's my biggest part, right? And maybe this is a knock at the Xbox community. Y'all didn't really give a shit about the Xbox One games this gen. You're telling me you're gonna start buying and playing them next gen?
Isn't that what I said?
I don't get that. Like,
isn't that what I said earlier?
No, that's
we all admit Xbox One games suck this gen.
That's a
so
fact.
why?
They hype because it's on a new console. It's gonna run better.
Why is it?
I mean, what do you have?
Yeah, this sounds like a whole lot of salt.
Hold on. What do you really have to say about that? Like the Xbox One games did not sell this generation.
That's what I said.
I'm gonna care next generation. Like,
Dude, I'm not looking forward to the next Xbox to see what next game sells what. I really don't care. That's I don't care.
No, but that's a general point though.
Yeah,
but if y'all didn't care about the games now, why are y'all gonna all of a sudden care about them with your brand new console?
The new developers.
Literally what I said. Bragging about that.
That's how it runs.
Your point is stupid. It's just the dumbest point I've ever heard. Like,
let me make it clarify. When did Crackdown 3 came out? 2019? Last year?
February 2019.
Fire.
Okay, so you're telling me Crackdown 3 is going to be relevant in 2022?
It's going to be relevant in 4K.
Bro, that's just dead online. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Dead online.
Crackdown 3
Xbox history. That's what I said.
Crackdown 3 was lit.
Yo, that game is dead. That game is literally dead.
That shit was heat.
That game died after 2 weeks. It was
dead. It definitely died, but that shit was heat though.
No. Yeah, was is key word. Okay, there you go, Drew.
Nah, man.
Drew is an Xbox dude. Don't let him fool you.
No, I'm not. I'm not an Xbox dude.
You are.
No, I'm not.
On PS5.
Anyway,
yo, that don't make no sense.
So you're telling me that all of a sudden, all of them dead games y'all did not buy is going to all of a sudden have new life?
Like, maybe they bought it. Now they just ain't playing shit.
On my Xbox One X, I'll tell you that.
Huh?
Nah, it's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the same thing of like what PC gamers do. They get a new video card, they throw in an old game. Oh, this shit runs better. I want to see what the next.
Don't you do the same exact shit?
No, I don't actually.
What kind of PC build you got right now?
Go look on Twitter. Trust me.
No, I know it's probably
a beast.
But why?
So every other game that comes out is gonna run amazing on it.
So your Xbox games at their best.
Facts.
Ouch. Hey, hold on. Let's get to the super chat. Shout out to Life and Time.
Don't worry about my PC, Smooth.
He said, please bless these guys with tech knowledge, DC. That's Life
and let's be honest, some 30 series is gonna blow both these consoles.
I'm gonna need you to pipe down, my guy.
Nah.
Okay. Then we got Biz the Kid Gaming. He said, being excited for one thing doesn't take away excitement for another. People are allowed to be excited for old games running better. Knock it off. Stop it.
Oh, no.
Stop it. People are excited for the old games that they didn't want to play to run better. Okay.
You always have benchmark games. Like you go grab Crysis, you go grab Red. When the next graphics card comes out, you're not running back for 80, 30, 50 different games you played back in the day. You're gonna go grab Red Dead Redemption and then do a benchmark on that. Then you're gonna be like, okay, I want to see what else is gonna happen going forward.
Right.
Wow. Is there like new games meant specifically for your latest graphics card?
What latest graphics card?
I'm just asking.
The 2080 Ti.
Are there new games made for what?
Your latest graphics cards, I guess a 2080 Ti.
Yeah.
Like benchmarking and shit.
Are only like just made for those graphics cards.
No, PC is not under the same parameters of consoles. The fuck?
Okay. No, I'm just curious because
I don't know why Smooth's asking that question because neither are Xbox games at this point. Them are gonna work on. Wait. I don't know why. Why you at Smooth, man? Come on, bro.
Wait, Smooth, what did you say?
You took one highlight. You took one thing that somebody's
Series X?
excited for, and then just multiply like that's the only thing to be excited for in a new console. It's like, all right, so are Xbox gamers not allowed to be excited for the new console itself? Because it's like,
dude, I didn't say for them to be excited. I said
that things that we shouldn't be excited for. We can't hype. Oh,
Smooth. Yo, my whole argument was not about being excited about backwards compatibility. It's them talking about which one is better and where I'm gonna buy my next system for. That doesn't make no sense.
Yo, we got a super chat from Emmanuel A. He said, "Put some respect on Smooth name, Killing Ponies Dolo." Okay. And then we got
hey yo.
He said, "While listening to Kid Smooth talk about the Series X, I'm convinced this dude is infected with the coronavirus." LOL. Shout out to my guy.
Wait. Didn't you say it was on par with like the 2080 or something? Or did you take that back?
Shit.
no, I ain't taking that back. What? Did you see
Really?
Did you see that Gears 5 demo? Huh?
Nah, that was heat. That was okay.
I know you hype. I know you hype.
2080 though? I don't know about that.
I didn't. Yo, they
tripping, dog.
2080.
That's only that one game.
That's one damn game, my guy.
Like we told you, Smooth.
All I need is one damn game.
No, listen, like we just told you, Gears is not a demanding game, dog. I'm trying to tell you, a 2070
Why did you compare it to a 2080 or 1080?
a 2070 can max out Gears because they compare.
Why did they use that? They used the higher card.
Use what they had.
No, they used the high. What? Okay,
They used what they had. I'm just telling you what they used. They used
the
what they
higher
had.
card.
They used what they had. That's all I'm telling you. Huh?
They used the higher card.
They used no, they didn't. They actually got a 2080 Ti. They didn't use that. They used the.
They didn't want to scare NVIDIA. You know, that's all.
Oh, please. NVIDIA, yo, AMD don't have nothing that could attack NVIDIA, bro. Stop it.
Stop. Don't be dumb.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Why do console gamers go at PC? You realize in about 3 years, these PC dudes gonna be talking about
not even this year alone.
This year,
These guys get new cards every 6 months. These guys get
hold on. The next
$300 on
graphics cards is rumored to have 36 teraflops.
nice.
So it's not
that blows the shit out of everything.
But it's not a console.
Just PC alone. Like when y'all talk about the new console dudes talk, leave PC alone because y'all not on that level and you never will be.
Every time console gamers talk about like comparing a PC card, the same year, there's a new NVIDIA card that just literally leaps like 8 stories above that bitch.
I mean, there's already one out there they can't fuck with. That's the 2080 Ti. They can't fuck with it.
Yeah, you're already outdoing the Xbox Series X and fucking PlayStation. Barely.
What?
Mark my word.
Yo, that's crazy, yo. This nigga
True.
lost his
Get
mind.
the Xbox.
He done lost his mind.
I'm convinced that.
I know it
man.
hurts your
Hey,
soul.
Smooth.
I ain't pocket watch, but I know it costs a pretty penny for them damn cards.
All right, so I'm gonna say
Wait.
I'm gonna say this. Hold up. With that logic, Smooth. When a person go out and buys a Ferrari, they're not concerned of what a Toyota owner spends. You know what I'm saying? If a person with PC buys a 2080 Ti, they don't give a shit about the price to cost savings. They got the money. They're gonna buy the best. No different than a person who goes out and buys a Mercedes.
Let me ask. Hold on. Hey, let me ask some of that.
For the record, this motherfucker just said a 2080 Ti is barely outperforming. Just for the record. Okay, go ahead.
All right, so hold on. Let me just say this. The video card, when you're buying, how many consoles did you buy, Smooth? Don't answer. Compared to my one video card that I'm going to upgrade in the next 3 months. And then before you answer that, remember, there's only an influx on video card prices as of last year. We're not spending as much as what you spent in one generation on multiple boxes versus one card. And remember, I don't need to change my CPU. I don't need to change my RAM because my CPU, even the next 5 years, is going to mop any console that comes out. 4, 6, 7 years. All I'm changing is a video card.
This man said
you could have built yourself a beast PC, Kid Smooth, with all them Xboxes you bought.
Wow.
No, here's the thing, I don't own them all at once. I trade them. I sell them.
Again, it's still over time. Over time, you still spent that money. A video card before this what is it? The date, I forget what the Bitcoin was never that expensive.
Yeah.
You're looking at $7 to $8.99 at most. It's only because of Bitcoin that shit's that expensive.
This boy done lost his mind, man.
And yo, I don't even know. I'm not saying it is. I don't know nothing, but this Xbox sounds like it may be like $600. You're about $200 off from buying the next.
Yeah, that's a whole entire package, not just a card.
Oh, okay. My PC, somebody's PC from last year or 2 years ago, their CPU still runs circles around an Xbox.
It's Xbox what? An Xbox One, sure.
I got 9900K, bro.
All right, Smooth. You don't know PC processors compared to what you're talking about in consoles, dude. Stop.
Well, I know this. I know that when they're programming games for PC and console, they're able to get more out of console than your PC cards and shit. They
have to optimize it, and it's not the same level.
I'm just saying
those games aren't even the same level.
That's why I said like games, like when you see games on Series X and even PS5, they can hit levels. They will be able to hit the levels of that of a 2080 Ti. And I know you guys
will not.
But
Smooth, you are retarded, my guy.
You're digging a hole, my guy. You keep on digging.
You should be in line too.
The Xbox One X is a 4K machine, right? Resident Evil 3 Remastered is a corridor-style game, right? It's not even native 4K on your Xbox and running worse frame rates than the PS4 Pro.
This was like
and that actually got confirmed, by the way.
And that's confirmed. Fake 4K.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying is comparable.
You remember? No, I'm not talking about the Xbox One X. I'm talking about the Xbox Series X. They're
take away. Hold on. They take away certain things from consoles, right?
Hold on, let me get this straight. I'm talking literally about the Xbox Series X, and you're talking about Xbox One X demos.
We're talking about this whole thing. You're talking about power hasn't been proven yet on the X side.
I'm talking about next generation consoles.
It still hasn't been proven. And what I'm saying is, regardless of the power you're talking about compared to PC, PC is native. You are basically ripped and stripped of things of what that game is before it even gets to your system. You're not getting the same thing. As a matter of fact, you're Netflixing games versus actually buying a Blu-ray disc.
That Gear 5 demo was actually was pushing stuff up.
You're not understanding what I'm saying. You're not getting the full native source of a game on a console. You are getting certain things stripped and ripped in order for it to work that way. On a PC, it is native at all times. You have the capabilities of updating that. On the Xbox, you're not doing nothing. They had to either take away motion blur. They either had to add motion blur to.
Are we talking about the Xbox Series X or currently?
Anything, even next gen that's coming, they're going to still do that. We're literally even saying that not all games are going to be 4K 60 because they're going to focus so much on.
It'll be on the Xbox. Book it.
All right.
Oh my God, yo, Smooth, man.
I can't.
My advice.
So wait, Smooth. You're saying every game is gonna be like that, or just third party or something?
Every current game that's gonna. I can't speak for obviously because I don't believe every game is gonna be like on like that's like backwards compatible and stuff like that. Like adjust that way. I mean, if it is awesome.
I mean, like the majority.
Current games for Xbox Series X, like that will come out for Series X and PS5. I believe they all will be.
Nobody care about current games. Talk about the new games. What do you think about the new games? Where do you think they're going to be at? Nobody don't give a fuck about them old games.
You got to make sure the new developers, Microsoft, got to take advantage of that hardware.
We don't care about old.
Have you seen?
Listen. We don't care about old games y'all did not buy, dog. We don't care. Talk about moving forward. What do you think moving forward with the new game?
Standard, bro.
4K 60 standard?
Yep.
So it don't matter if it's medium, high settings. It's just 4K 60 standard.
Smooth, you do realize that Control doesn't even run full 4K 60 on the 2080, right?
On the 2080? You said it doesn't run.
Are you including ray tracing or
with ray tracing?
Yeah. See that?
Ray tracing. That's different. Didn't they say ray tracing on Minecraft was like a 1080p 30
or something like that? The demo that they were using.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm not factoring ray tracing being a part of every game. I don't believe that.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't believe that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think we're gonna get as much ray tracing as being hyped.
Shout outs to Kiat. He said PC gaming will hold the crown. Horizon Zero Dawn 4K 60. Hold my beer. And then we have what else we got? We got Biz the Kid Gaming. He said, "Smooth, I'm trying to be on your side, but you do know resolution and frame rate aren't the only things that go into a game. Even if they match 4K 60, it's taking hits in texture, lighting, shadows, etc."
Awesome. Did they see the freaking spec sheet in the explanation of what the Xbox Series X is capable of, or are we just ignoring that? Like, I think what people are doing is that they're ignoring what was just told, and they're just looking at the Xbox One X like, oh, it's the Xbox One X.
All right, I'm gonna give you a real. I'm gonna give you a reality check.
Wait.
Hold on. You look at. Hold on. No. I'm not talking about Xbox.
Hold on. Let me finish the super chats real quick. Tony Wood 25 said, with Tom Brady going from New England and the upcoming Series X, we all about to see what Kid Smooth is made of. I am and I approve this message.
Yo,
we got Mega. Mega said the PC to console comparison is ridiculous. You pay more, you get more. PC. You pay less, you get less. Console. This isn't rocket science. LOL.
All right, Smooth. You talk about the spec sheet. When me, Hard8, Melon, because we're PC dudes at heart, and Drew, he's an Xbox, so he won't admit it. But when you look at the 3080 Ti when it's coming out, right? We look at that spec sheet and we look at, this is gonna run everything. And then we pop that game in, and then we look at the difference in frame rate and performance, and it's not always that huge leap. Spec sheets are only a piece of the pie until you actually have the game.
Let me ask you this, Smooth. What do you think the Series X can do what Red did too?
Oh, I believe it'll run that bitch at 4K max settings, 60 frames per second.
This is crazy. Yo.
Hold on. You know
what did he just say? Wait. Let him say what he just said. I missed that.
4K 60 max.
4K 60 max. Let me say this, Smooth. Do you know that the 2080 Ti and the RTX Titan can't do that? Huh?
It can't do what?
It can't do 4K 60 max settings.
What you just said.
You just said a console would do
4K 60?
Huh?
The expensive ass cars can't run 4K 60 in that game?
No.
Not max settings.
4K 60 max, not max settings. No.
All right. So 4K 60. Hi.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Wow.
Yo.
I can't right now.
They also can't do high either.
So y'all sitting here playing that medium settings?
Well, you gotta tweak the settings if you want to play 4K 60. Most of us play at 1440, but if you want to play 4K 60, you're going to have to tweak the settings. You're going to have to deep dive into them settings and tweak them. But you think a console is going to do what an RTX Titan can't do?
Yo.
Oh man.
Use your words wisely,
Smooth, man. Smooth. Don't get it.
Smooth.
Learn from me, man. Leave the PC gamers alone, man.
Right,
Anytime
Smooth.
a PC gamer try to draw you in, just like look the other way.
Smooth, didn't you do the same shit with the One X? You said it was gonna be like 4K 60 or something like that, and then you was wrong about that too.
Prematurely, but
you're doing the same thing again, though.
Hold on, just another metric. Also, the RTX Titan has 24 gigs of RAM. Just want you to know that VRAM,
Oh shit.
and it can't do that. So you telling me a console will be able to though?
Mind you, I have a 4K monitor, and I'm mainly gaming on a 1440p monitor to max out my 2080 Ti to have fun on it. Granted, if I turn down some settings on my 4K monitor, I could get 4K 60, which is what Xbox is going to do. Take away shaders, sometimes take away shadowing, sometimes either dumbing down the AI to not use up enough CPU power. Yo, look, I'm going to tell you this, Smooth. I'm going to let you win one thing, and I'm going to give you a narrative. Always go with the closed box system, right? the closed box system versus when it comes to PC. PC is always going to be more powerful. When a developer puts a game on PC, most of the times it's not optimized. On a console, they know what the specific hardware is. They know what every single Xbox is, the same way an iPhone is. They're all the same, so they know how to make the game run and perform really great on it. I'm just giving you choice words. The closed box system will always help you win your argument, but it will never be better than a PC.
Let's also be clear that the Xbox Series X is more powerful than the PS5. Yeah. Okay, let's be clear on that.
Stick to that, Smooth.
Now, according to Twitter,
it's more powerful. We don't need to we don't need to dispute that. They have the crown of power. It hasn't done anything for them in the past, but once again they have the crown for power. So we'll see how far that gets them. It didn't get them nowhere with the original Xbox or the X. I didn't even notice. You know what I mean? Because I don't really be looking at this, but I had somebody posted up like the sales of the PlayStation and the Xbox ending the week of, it was like March 7th or some shit like that. The PlayStation 4 has sold 100,000 more copies than the Xbox. I mean, more units. And I was like, damn, it's still doing that in the 7th year in March? What the fuck is going on? The Xbox has no chance of winning anything. They will never win a generation, ever. Smooth, you will be losers.
Well, I don't care about the sales. I mean, Microsoft will be losers in terms of unit sales. I'm gonna be a winner playing on that beast.
But you can do that right now.
Hey man, that Hellblade 2 better be looking fire, man, when it come out.
Hey yo, shout out to Fel Gank Wilson. He said, I know how hard he feels about corporate slaves, and right now in the panel acting like Sony writes them love letters at night. Stay strong, Smooth. LOL.
We're not even having a Sony conversation. This is just PC. That ain't got shit.
Yeah, he's trying to. We just let Smooth dig himself into a hole, man. Yeah. You sounded more and more like your fellow companions, like Mooch and Tim Dog and Colt, them weirdos. But oh man,
and Smooth. The Series X is more powerful than the PS5. That's no doubt about it. That's like it's obvious. Anybody who says anything different, I mean, you know what? I ain't co-signing that. Don't put that shit on me. I try to tell people to relax. Enjoy PS5 for what it is, not for what you want it to be. But I don't know. I don't know. It's you don't see PC gamers having an issue when they try to compare a 2080 Ti with a 2070. It's obvious. One is more powerful than the other by the numbers. Right. It's the same shit for consoles. The raw number speaks for themselves. Now, if you have shit developers that don't know how to make a game, they want to keep making Crackdown, Grounded, Bleeding Edge. Then I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't co-sign this other game.
Listen, this is the thing. This is the thing about this is why the power shit. This is why people don't care about the power talk when it comes to Xbox, because y'all done had the crown more times than PlayStation, and y'all never done anything with the shit. PlayStation still has outperformed y'all as far as graphics go, gameplay, and all that shit. That's why when it comes to power in Xbox, nobody gives a fuck, because y'all have not done anything with it. None of the times that y'all had the crown. Y'all gonna have the crown again. And what it's looking like so far, it's not looking so good. It's just not. You know what I mean? Sony done showed y'all what they've done with 1 teraflop, 4 teraflops compared to the
1.84 teraflops
compared to the X.
Well,
so y'all got it. Y'all got the
versus the X. Because a lot of these freaking screenshots people see on games like freaking God of War and Spider-Man, those are pro footages. That's 4.2.
Okay, y'all still have more teraflops then.
Okay, if those games
before the X came out, and you had the Slim
Horizon,
games still look better.
Yeah,
I
would know.
The box was weaker.
What you say, Smooth?
No, I'm just saying, if those games appeared on the Xbox One X, they would look better on them. On that.
This nigga. But
at the end of the day, man,
you know how Horizon gonna look on PC, man.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's the talent. That's what it comes down to.
I agree with that. Yo.
You could give me all the most advanced cooking sets and ingredients in the world. Gordon Ramsay's still gonna smoke me with a pot in a fire pit.
And I am
salt and pepper.
And I'm
you know what I'm saying?
And I'm super.
You can give somebody $1 million and you give somebody $10,000, then that dude with the 10,000 might do more because he just had the
better business sense.
Yeah, he just had to. Yeah, right. So it doesn't really matter how much you got; it's what you do with it. And we've already been down this road already. This is why nobody can run with the X. It ain't even about hating on the X and none of that. It's the Series X. It's not about hating on it. It's just like, yo, they have to prove themselves. Period.
And I'm glad you brought up talent. I'm super excited that the God of War devs, the Naughty Dog devs, and the Rockstar devs all went over to Xbox Studios between Playground, the Initiative, and all that, and about to put that little PlayStation magic on some of our next generation games. So that's going to be.
Oh, you talking about motherfuckers that was responsible for the start screen and all that? Like they were responsible for the menus.
Here's the responsible for the menus and shit. I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna be fair with that. Hopefully, that the guys they got, they bring the knowledge that they did with PlayStation over, and hopefully Microsoft is receptive to that. You understand? Because at the end of the day, they can only do what Microsoft wants them to do, and developers and whatever their vision is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Microsoft.
Also, you got to remember, if there's any DNA, remember, just because those guys left, they can't bring any of the Sony DNA over there, or they will be sued.
No. Here's the thing.
Wait, really?
Hold on.
Wait, what?
What do you mean by DNA? What's that about?
Long cutscenes?
Remember the dev that was with, I think he was with the Destiny crew, and then he left and started creating a game that wasn't Destiny, but kind of like it with the same low data. I forget what the fucking name, the name of the tech it was. When he brought it over, that company sued the fuck out of them. They had to cancel that game.
We're talking about talent. We ain't
we're not talking about tech.
Copying.
We're not talking about like actual. We're talking about just talent, fundamental knowledge.
Okay, yeah, I'm just saying they can't bring a game over and make it look like fucking
like for example, like if you had a Sony dev there, right, and they'd be like, "Hey, we're gonna make Grounded," the Sony dev would be like, "Oh hell nah, that shit is whack. You ain't this don't make it." you need someone like that that can let them know. Cancel this passion project. This shit don't cut it.
Hey, shout outs to Tony Wood 25. He said, I had enough with this crazy talk from Kid Smooth. Either you stop this nonsense, sir, or I'm filing a complaint with the AGS department. we got Sofa Spy. He said the Order 1886 looked better than any game and that came out on the original PS4. It looked better than any Xbox game, and that came out on the original PS4.
Actually, I did a compelling comparison video back in the day when that game was fresh. The Order 1886 versus Rise Son of Rome, and I actually think Rise kind of Rise
looked good, but I don't know about that.
Rise would have multiple diverse set pieces. The Order kept that same tone, that grayish. Tone, whereas Rise, it had area stages where it was more colorful, it popped, and the graphics still held up, bro. I love the Order. I've been the Order defender. I love the Order. I think Rise
good. It looks good. It ain't better than Order though. It looks even better on PC. Now, if you're talking about the PC version, then you may have an argument, but that wouldn't be fair. But as far as the consoles, because I played Rise on the PC first. And then went and played it on the Xbox, and I was like, "Oh my god, it looked disgusting. It was blurry as fuck." You know what I'm saying? That frame rate was horrible. So but if we comparing the two games on the console level, come on, man, nah, Rise can't hold a candle to fucking Order. You tripping? Shout outs to who else we got here? We got I don't want to miss nobody. Shout outs to Master. He said Smooth needs a fellow bot to fight these ponies. And then we got Biz the Kid Gaming. He said facts. It's kind of like Nintendo being the most powerful. It makes no difference really. Games got to utilize it. That's true. Hold on, did my sound drop out?
Nah, I hear you.
Nah, I hear you.
And then we got I couldn't hear nothing. Then we got Felgang Wilson. He said the future is software and Xbox is leading the way. Expect the Sony launch on PCs in the future. Xbox already beating them to the punch.
I'm gonna say this: Sony now I can say confidently that PS5 is gonna have exclusives because they need to. Because if they make multi, like you like a multi-pass, not gonna take advantage of what Sony created, right? It's a high performance thing, but you need to cater to it. If you make a multi-plat, a generic, maybe generic's a bad word. PS5 is not going to be able to do anything with it. You know, it's not going to brute force to a better version. Sony has no choice but to make exclusives now. They put themselves in that position. So I'm confident that they're definitely making exclusives because this is not a console if you're trying to push, you know, an ecosystem type environment where you're going to put on PC, PS Now, still make games for PS4, but only worried about upscaling. They're not. This ain't the PS5. They didn't design it for that shit. If they did, they're going to be hurting. They're going to get killed next gen. They have no choice to show the exclusives. They don't have a choice.
Also, we got Rome Rush. He said, we ain't seen nothing from Xbox. I have to see first.
Wait, what? We didn't see what from Xbox?
We ain't seen nothing.
About a tech demo. He's talking about a new game.
We ain't seen shit from Xbox.
We can't count Hellblade 2. We can't count Project Mario. We can't count Halo.
You didn't see anything about Hellblade 2.
Hellblade 2 is a cinematic.
It doesn't matter. Something.
That wasn't even gameplay.
Bro, I guarantee you those graphics going to be looking like that, though.
Wait, hold on.
Need you to pipe down.
That was CGI, though.
That's a
even the Halo Infinite cutscene didn't even look all of that anyway. Or if that was gameplay.
They mopped up the Halo CG gameplay.
Yeah, that shit did not look that good.
Got a bunch of junior developers.
And Halo ain't look that good either.
It did not look that good.
Halo been trash ever since Bungie left. Let's be
Nah, Mello, we ain't talking about that.
Nah, yeah, we are.
No, we're not. All right, hold on. Let me finish these super chats. Shout out to Zombie Roach, man. Shout out to Zombie Roach. Also, we got one from Gideon Alvin White. He said, "Know how dumb Xbox are. They think all that all for criticism, even if true of Xbox, they got to be Sony fanboys. Never mind, people are talking about PC." All right, and then we got one from Trago, man. He said, "How long till those PS5 exclusives come to PC?"
Depends on probably how Horizon does on PC.
Hey, Drew, they told you need to toss that helmet over to Smooth.
Nigga, you had the helmet. You remember what you did the other week?
That was 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Exactly. You still have it.
He said you still got it.
Apparently not, my guy.
Hey, listen.
Halo Infinite like CG trailer is nothing to boast home about with the Series X because the Last of Us 2 and the Ghost of Tsushima gameplay trailer or CG trailer destroys both that game alone.
Yeah, y'all still ain't shown nothing. I mean, even with what they have shown, y'all still haven't shown anything that look better than Ghost or The Last of Us 2.
Hellblade 2.
Stop, Smooth. Stop.
That's like, okay, if that's gameplay, then yeah. But if we know it probably wasn't gameplay for the most part. That was not gameplay. They showed no gameplay whatsoever. Let's not act like these companies don't be deceiving us and shit, yo. Sony too. You know what I'm saying? So let's just wait and see.
30 frames, man. Yo.
Also, we got one from Andre Garcia. He said, "What up, y'all? Stay safe out there." Also, how's Doom? Doom is pretty good. It's actually real good. A lot better than that, though. That shit wasn't even on my radar. But
it's not boring like 2016.
All right, let's move on to something else, man. We done talked about the Sony specs and all of that shit, man. Let's talk about GameStop, man. GameStop was refused. GameStop have been ordered to close down stores, just like a lot of other businesses. And GameStop was refusing, claiming that they were essential.
Oh shit!
They wanted to make sure they got that. They wanted to make sure they was able to do the day one sales of Animal Crossing and Doom, because they have now their business license has been revoked in some states, and they closed down the remaining stores, and they just gonna do like some curbside shit or something like that.
Best Buy?
Back of the van shit.
Yeah, but they
yeah. You talking about Best Buy 8?
No, I'm talking about GameStop. Oh. But what do you like? We already know GameStop a piece of shit. They've been pieces of shit for a long time now. They didn't care about nobody's health. They didn't care about their employees or none of that. They wanted to make sure they got that Animal Crossing money and that Doom money. Now, after those days, then all of a sudden they wanted to comply. So is GameStop canceled, or how y'all feel about GameStop?
They've been canceled since I was a kid.
used to work at GameStop for like 2 years. I've never shopped there since, so fuck GameStop. I don't care.
Mm-hmm. I only shop online for exclusive collector's edition. Other than that, I don't go in there. I don't think I've ever been in there since I was a GM at a GameStop. That's it.
See,
anybody else here go to GameStop?
Nah, man. I'm an Amazon and at the time Best Buy with the Gamers Club. Shit.
I was planning to go there for the trade in this Xbox and this PlayStation for the next generation consoles, but nah. Outside of like trading in like hardware, I typically don't go there.
I'm gonna be real. They got a good deal going on. I will be at GameStop. I'm sorry. I will be.
I mean, that's true. I mean, money is money, right?
They got a good trading deal. I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna be there. I'm not gonna act like I'm upset because they ain't want to comply. You know, they got dealt with. So
I did do the GameStop finesse. What was it? Right before the X was about to come out, and then you could like trade in all those games for like a shitload of money. I did do that. That was it.
Hey, shout outs to Richard Rivera.
What was that shit with certain Nintendo games?
Yeah, a bunch of Nintendo games.
Motherfuckers got like $3,000 credit.
Oh yeah, people was going to like fucking,
remember that shit?
Yeah, I remember
Walmart
that.
buying the games and then trading them in for all this extra credit. They killed
that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Richard, man. He said, different colors out here. He said, "Hey guys, want to send some love? This is my favorite podcast. I'm Cuban, but I'm not a gay like Alex." All right.
Oh shit.
God damn.
Yo, with that tranny, yo.
Oh, man. Oh man.
Alex, my dude, but damn.
No, it's all good. Man, listen, we support the gays, man. Alex is gay. We support him, man. It's all good. He likes trannies. He likes chicks with dicks, but it's all good. Yeah, I'm not canceling GameStop as far as, I mean, if they have something. I don't go to GameStop. I'm all digital, but like I said, if they got like a good deal with like trade-ins and shit for this PlayStation 4 Pro, they definitely gonna get my business. So yeah, it is what it is. But they got dealt with anyway, so it ain't no need for me to be upset. Like, you know what I'm saying? They got dealt with. They got dealt with accordingly. So it's all good. Let me see what else we got here. All right.
RE3.
Yeah, we got RE3 demo. We got RE3 impressions, I guess. Which I'm not really. I'm play it, but I'm disappointed. I'm say that.
What you disappointed in? I noticed when you shoot them in the knees, like it's something different. It's something different going on there. Like
they don't go down like they should.
Yeah, they don't go down like they do when you shoot them in like the knees and like they do in RE2.
I was experiencing some bugs where like you shoot them in the knee, like you would just see right through the bullet wound through the to the back, and it wasn't like normal, like like a bullet wound. It looked like pieces of fucking like polygons were missing. Oh, and then when you start the game and you're looking at Homeboy's beard, it looked like the shit's checkerboarded.
Hey man,
what you playing on PC?
It's definitely been downgraded from Resident Evil 2. But I'm hoping this is just because it's a demo, and I'm hoping it's an old build or some shit like that. But when you compare it to Resident Evil 2, it's
well, you know, it's a different dev that's working on this game.
Yeah, right. I know. Yeah. I know. They are more talented. The Resident Evil 2 remake devs are definitely more talented, and they did more.
I played it on PS4 and PC, and it's just like I don't know.
I'm definitely gonna play it, man. I can't wait to play it though.
Yeah. Nemesis is a problem.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker, man.
Nemesis hard wasn't that impactful either, man.
You said it's Nemesis hard?
It looked good to me.
I'm talking about this version.
That motherfucker, bro.
What happened?
Oh man, that motherfucker's gonna get the new generation to commit suicide. If they thought Mr. X was bad,
yeah.
Oh yeah, they about to complain like that shit gonna be funny.
They have no idea what's coming.
Dodge mechanic come in the clutch though.
Yeah.
Fun to see. Hey, shout out to Tony Wood 25. He said, in all seriousness, it's a shame that Microsoft hasn't sent Kid Smooth a games package. Go sub to his channel after y'all hit that like button. Yeah, with Smooth work for free. Yeah, they don't send him shit. All that cock gobbling gets nothing. You got dudes that be bad. These are dudes that be shitting on Xbox that get shit. Meanwhile, this man get nothing. Damn,
it is true.
That's crazy.
Sony dude got free FanFest tickets and he sold them. Yo, I was dying. When he put that shit on Twitter, people were flipping the fuck out. I was dying.
Yo, that's too funny, man. Yo, shout outs to Aussie. I appreciate you on the super chat. That's crazy. Like, yo, I would feel some type of way. I'll be running around the internet doing all this superheroing for Microsoft and then get nothing. Absolutely nothing. I gotta go watch some other nigga that don't even like Xbox get a whole fucking $1,000 worth of shit. I can't get nothing. I'm running around fighting wars. I'm arguing with people. I'm snapping out on my kids and shit, and I don't get shit. Hey, Smooth, how you feel about that, Smooth? Microsoft don't send you nothing. You get nothing.
Yeah, I remember they said Jack move a code for fucking some game, and
they said Jack move a fucking review code, and then
it was Gears 5. Yeah,
I remember that.
Yo, Smooth, I give a fuck about you more than Microsoft. You get nothing. How you feel about
that? I don't know. Like, their PR is a little bit jacked up. Like their PR team in terms of who they communicate with. Like,
maybe they got the right complexion, man. Maybe that's.
I be saying you beg. No, that ain't it. They said
that definitely ain't it.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey, Smooth. I be seeing you begging. You gets nothing. Like, do you ever think like, you know what? I'm gonna calm this shit down. Like, hell no. Do you ever feel like that, Smooth? Like, I'm gonna calm down. They don't even fuck with me like that. I'm about to fall back. Like, Smooth, let me know. Let me hear something, man. What's up?
No, I mean, sure, it gets discouraging when
it's discouraging.
No, I mean the time that I was going to E3 and I wanted to get into FanFest, you know what I mean, and couldn't get in. So, yeah, I mean, it's discouraging. It doesn't stop me from doing what I do because I don't do that to get free stuff. It's just
you want to be recognized.
I do want to be recognized. I mean,
I ain't
gonna lie. I mean, it doesn't help that he already left Xbox, but I mean, Mike Ybarra follows me on Mixer. I mean,
but he doesn't even work.
He don't even work for them niggas.
I mean, when he did, he did. Like,
I mean, he followed you and muted you. He don't even tune in.
He was just in my stream the other day.
Take a picture with his too, right?
You said you don't do it. You said you don't do it for nothing. But Smooth, the point is, they don't appreciate you. You see what I'm saying? They don't appreciate what you're trying to do.
They'd rather give Lamar Wilson shit and keep Smooth just like doing shit
Lamar
for free.
Wilson is a goofy looking dude. So I mean, goofy looking dude knows shit. So
nigga. But anyway, you run around doing all this fighting, you're arguing, and you get nothing, Smooth. It's just sad, man. It's sad to see.
Damn, even I got shit from PlayStation.
It's sad, man. I'm hurt.
Nigga, you work for Sony.
Hold on. I don't work for PlayStation side though, but I guess
you work for Sony though.
You right there, Dark Cloud. You right there.
Right.
You're like two floors down. You're the next floor.
You're 2 floors down.
Yeah, you still clean the windows to the offices. They hold the meeting. Stop it.
Yo, chill. I don't work for the PlayStation side, but they still give me stuff, man. Stop.
Exactly.
Still go change their trash
down and shit
like that. So stop it. Just stop it. All right, we got one from President PlayStation. He said, "Is anybody getting both consoles week 1?"
No.
Good question.
No. I am just because I'm a tech nerd. I just want to have them.
You gonna buy the Xbox and shit on it and then sell it a week?
I didn't. Wait, hold up. When I bought the Series X, I did an unboxing and I was hyped about it.
You know, not
the Xbox One X. I was hyped. I was showing everything on Twitter. There was no hate.
Shit, I was hyped for it too.
You had like a 1080 Ti or some shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Rock,
look. The same thing I said on Twitter. Like, I'm intrigued about like hardware downsizing. Like the tech that you look at the size of a PC. I get you could make like smaller like ATX systems like that new H1 from NZTX that literally looks like an Xbox Series X already.
Right.
You can get one of those, but I'm always intrigued about like how much power they could put into these things and make them smaller and smaller. So I just want to see one. I may not keep it, but I just want to see one.
Porter Rock, you getting the Series X?
Not that sex. Next gen, I'm going PS5 and PC. I'll be honest. I think the way things are going, I think PC is going to be the last native platform standing. I think it was all said and done. If you want to play natively, you better have a PC when it's all said and done. I firmly believe that. So for all you console-only gamers, you might want to rethink that because one of these days, I think both these companies are going to go streaming only. If you want native shit, you want games installed, you want to control settings, you want your shit native, I think PC. I honestly believe that's going to be the last platform standing when it's all said and done.
I think if you have a PC, I think the Xbox is irrelevant. I mean, it is. There's no reason because you're getting all their games in the better versions. So I don't really see a reason to have a PC and an Xbox. Like that's a dumb combination. Like, you know what I mean?
It is weird.
You get that shit free. You know what I mean? Xbox Live,
all that shit.
All that shit free. So damn, we get shit on PC for free and Smooth, you get nothing. Nothing. Smooth, you get nothing. Stop fighting for these motherfuckers. They don't care about you. Phil Spencer don't follow you, dog. And he ain't coming on your podcast. He ain't showing up. Or Aaron Greenberg. But then again, you might can get a drink with him. But that's about it. God, shit's crazy.
Hey, Drew, you getting an Xbox?
Nah, just PS5.
All right. Yeah.
Drew, you got life for these dudes.
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to recruit.
Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up.
Fact.
First off, I'm not buying it. I freaking bought an X and I returned that shit after 2 days.
When did you buy it?
The lights got cut off. Like,
no.
Wait,
no.
Drew, when did you buy it? Was it after your girl said no?
No, it was Black Friday I bought it.
What, last year?
Yeah.
Oh, the Black Friday just passed. Oh yeah, I think you put a picture up of that joint.
Yeah, remember I put a picture?
Yeah, you was hyped. At first you was hyped.
I was hyped. I was hyped, but then after 2 days I realized what the fuck am I doing? I just returned it.
All right. You learned your lesson.
That's no cap.
What made you get rid of it that quick? Like what was it?
Because you know what it was? Cause I felt like, what do I have it for? Like there's like the exclusives. I have a PlayStation for the exclusives, but then when I had the X, I was like, why do I have it?
You have a gaming PC?
Yeah, I have a PC.
Oh, that's
not a strong one, but still,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Shout out to
if you thoroughly play on PC, I can't see you getting anyone getting Xbox. It's just
it don't make no sense.
Yeah.
You know what?
Shout out to Andre Garcia. He said, "Why you got to crush smooth dreams like that?" 8.
You know what I'm gonna do, Porter Rock? I'm gonna buy that NZTX mini, the mini one. I'm gonna put that in the living room with some LED lights. I'm gonna take my 20 Ti out of this rig and put a 3080 Ti in my office. I'm not gonna get a Series X. It's pointless.
Oh,
shit!
Damn!
God damn!
Snap decision, my guy. Jesus!
Shout out to Gideon Alvin, man. He said, "Didn't Drew eat ass for X?"
Hell no, I eat ass for free, man.
Damn.
Oh shit!
There you go. Coronavirus.
Shit is real.
No, but even though hold on, go ahead. Go ahead. I was about to say something.
This AGS, don't hold back.
No. Let me ask y'all a realistic question, man, on some real shit. Do y'all think that the Xbox has a chance of like gaining any type of ground or most of the mind share? Do y'all think they have a chance at all?
No. I think they're gonna have
a better.
Hold on, one at a time, people. One at a time. Go ahead.
If they hadn't shot themselves in the foot and kept their exclusives, maybe. But that's been 5 years removed now. and with the recent, history of their games that have come out in the past 2-3 years, I don't know. I guess it all depends on what these devs do with the next, future games. But I don't know.
They just don't have enough of the world to actually win.
Right.
They need more people to like fuck with them, like because Japan don't fuck with them.
They've never fucked with them ever.
They don't. They
even Europe. A lot of people.
Europe too.
A lot of people look at UK. That's just one country out of dozen, out of 80 something countries. And Europe does not really fuck with Xbox. I was shocked at how little.
I think it's only Mexico, right?
I'll give you a perfect example, right? So my furniture got moved over last week, right? Because I'm supposed to go head back to California, right? And so the guy's inventorying it, the movie's inventorying it, and then he grabs my PSVR. He's like, all right, he writes PlayStation VR. Then he grabs my Xbox One. And he's like, what is this? And I looked at him like, that's a Xbox One. And he's like, this is an Xbox? He's like, oh, I've never seen one. And then he puts it away. I'm like, oh, you got to be fucking kidding me. And so he knew the PlayStation VR, but he didn't know the Xbox One. I'm telling you, Europe does not fuck with Xbox out here. There's a very niche, hardcore audience that do that. Majority of people out here, PC's number one. I noticed that. A lot of PC gamers in Europe. A lot. I was like, oh shit.
That shit everywhere.
Yeah, and PlayStation. Yeah, Europe heavy into PC, right? And then number 2 is PlayStation, right? Behind PlayStation, Nintendo. PlayStation
Nintendo. More territories too, right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, by far.
Yeah, see, Xbox don't have no chance at all.
Motherfuckers in Abu Dhabi playing PlayStation.
I think they can't do any worse than this generation, though. It's only going up from here, I think.
Yeah.
You think so?
I think they're gonna. I'm telling you, I think they're gonna drop some bangers. I think they are, and I'm gonna play them on PC.
The price gonna be at a Series X.
The way they talking, I'm thinking 600.
Facts.
600? That's dead on arrival.
No. We can't. We gotta stop talking like that, man. Like
600 for a console.
It's different. It's different than it was 12 years ago.
It's different now, man.
It's different than it was
now,
especially for the Xbox. Yo, nah. That niggas is tripping.
Stop capping to show that you're not an Xbox fan. Stop it. You know you're gonna pay that 600.
But no, that's
real paying no 600 for no console, nigga. You crazy?
Hey, that's real rap though. For an Xbox, we talking about an Xbox.
Exactly.
600 hard.
For an Xbox. Y'all tripping.
But they are gonna have a lower, cheaper one, right? But that ain't do nothing.
I feel like if the cheaper one exists, I think 600 is possible. But I think.
So what you thinking? 500 again?
I think they'll do 500 because here's the thing: it's PlayStation. The thing is, I believe PlayStation's consoles will be $500 too. That's the thing. I don't believe they can.
500 is not 600.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, like, I believe PlayStation would be $500. So it's like, if PlayStation is going to be $100 less, then obviously by default, then the Xbox would be $600. But I don't know. I think they can. I think they could price it at $600, and then they'll go ahead and take the loss and do $500. But I think if PlayStation,
they're taking the loss on right now to do 600. You don't think that?
Yo, yeah, I believe that they'll be taking a loss. It'd just be a bigger loss to go down to 500. I think if PlayStation is 500, I think they should remain 500, and then they could eliminate the need for Series S. But I feel like if they're gonna have a $600 console, then that lock card need to.
Here's why that's a slippery slope, and you can thank your boys at Digital Foundry. They're gonna post this message if this happens. You're gonna have this new system from Xbox that's gonna be 6 or 4 teraflops or whatever, but with a better CPU in it, right? That's gonna play games amazing, right? They're going to do a comparison of that system at that price. Then they're going to show the PlayStation 5 being cheaper than the Series X, but outperforming Microsoft's next generational system, which is going to be the Lockhart. And then they're going to be like, well, you could pay more and get this. And then they're going to see like an incremental difference. People are going to be like, I'm just going to go with the sweet spot. And that's PlayStation.
I don't know, but I know PlayStation is going to be cheaper than the Series X, though. I don't think they're going to be the same price. And I don't think it's going to be more. If it's more, then that's going to be kind of
PlayStation 5 more? Oh, yeah, they're dead. They're dead on arrival. Yeah, so that PlayStation 5 cannot be more than a Series X.
It's not. It's not.
I don't think it's going to be more. But I don't think it's going to be the same price either.
I think Sony's gonna try to
do 600, bro. Yeah. They can't do that.
I mean,
I agree. I don't think they should either.
Major loss, and I don't think Xbox. I mean, I don't think Microsoft is in the business of losing money.
Yo, they have proprietary hard drives. They got RDNA type shit that's not even in video cards or anything out to date. There's no way that's just gonna be $499 or $500. No way.
They have to, because what's the point of releasing a console if it's just gonna die that quickly from releasing it at 600?
Die that quick. It's gonna be for the enthusiasts.
It's a slow burn. I would say Microsoft. I say this: Microsoft put them in a position because you kind of wonder. All the games are going to be available for Xbox One. All the games is available on PC. Game Pass is also on PC. You still get Game Pass on Xbox One S, One X. So they put themselves in a position where they don't have to sell a lot of consoles or Series X in order to sell a lot of games and services.
Look, this is my thing. Look, if
you know what I mean, I'm gonna drop for Ravishing. I'd love to stay, but I got to get my boy up in here too.
All right.
Yo, if you're gonna pay $600 for a console, you might as well get a PC. You might as well just get into PC after that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hard sell at 600 for Xbox, but I do think
even a PlayStation was a hard sell, and that has the games, and people still look sideways.
And that was actually worth it if you really look back at what the PlayStation 3 was offering compared to the 360. Yeah. Like, in order to get everything that the built-in
Wi-Fi, hard drive, they had a lot of shit in it, but people still looked at it sideways because at the end of the day, 360 had Gears, and PlayStation
Halo.
had Resistance.
Hey, shout out
Gears. There was some big games.
Shout out to True Gamer. He said bots relying way too much on the teraflop narrative, and it's not going to hold up. Great podcast. Shout out to you. And then we got Thizza. He said Xbox is too similar to PC, but weaker with a paywall.
Oh, that's a good point.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
I don't even like getting into the teraflops until we see this stuff. But isn't the part of the 12 T-flops counted in with Microsoft using the GPU to also do audio?
No, it's a lie. They were pushing that lie to try to make it seem like it would be 9.6.
But I see a lot of places actually
no. But
I see a lot of professional sites. Actually,
they're wrong.
Not fans.
No, that's debunked. That was debunked before it even happened. They have a dedicated audio chip on the Series X. Ninja Theory already talked about it. They already talked about their audio chip, and Dolby Atmos already talked about it. So I guess all those articles came out the same. I think all those articles ran with that same and that's why it blew up like that.
But even then, let me ask you a question: isn't that normal? Like let's say if they didn't have a dedicated audio chip. Let's say like with the PS4 Pro and the One X, doesn't audio go through GPU anyway? So is it really anything different than?
Well, the Tempest engine is not even using any calculation from GPU at all.
Okay.
Whatsoever at all. And I wanted to ask this question. So the way that developers are talking, even Digital Foundry is talking, and then like other sites, they're saying that there's more to than just the teraflops, right? Like, because you have the hard flow teraflops where basically every time you move around, it's rendering textures and all that stuff, the world and all that shit. So that also affects your frame rate, that also affects your performance. With Sony saying that this SSD, again, not for storage and all that, the way that it's going to carry in and pull data in, it's no necessary need to have 12 teraflops because it's going to have the SSD already loading textures way before the graphics card even needs to do that.
The thing is, that's the difference. The PlayStation has a faster SSD than the Series X.
But they're not using it as like SSD. They're using it as a data pool for actual graphics.
Yeah, but the Series X can do the same thing with their SSD. Yeah, they can. Yeah, they are.
And can you have any articles that say that?
Yeah. Let me go grab it.
Let me ask a question, and excuse my ignorance, but this is a question, right? So yes, with SSD and a PS5, they'll load faster. But don't you need a GPU to still render it?
No, you do.
But you're doing something different now.
No, you think about this right now. You have PlayStation 4 Pros right now with the regular hard drive. Like, I don't like using SolidRev for anything, but SolidRev had an actual PS4 Pro using the actual hard drive that was on there. He got an SSD and playing the Division 2. There was no more pop-ins anymore. The game was running much better now because of an SSD. which is basically theoretically showing speed. So because remember, the game has to take data and then use that. If you have a slow place to pull that data, it takes more GPU power to keep rendering and moving that off. But if the GPU is not using that to load and do rendering, not rendering, but like loading, like texture and world mapping, you can stop. You can basically give it your GPU could focus on everything else for frame rate and resolution and all that. That's what I'm getting from all these other developers.
So what you're saying is the hard drive is not keeping up with the GPUs. Like you could have a real beast GPU, but since the hard drive is not feeding it fast enough, you're gonna get that pop in.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what a lot of sites were saying.
There's already videos that show that SSD improves performance.
Yeah.
Like even with Star Citizen, like having a hard drive, it's like a horrible experience.
Right.
And play that game.
And to add this narrative, I know PC dudes are going to come on here saying, "Oh, I have an NVMe right now, and it's not doing this." You got to understand that the PS4, PS5, and Series X are basically using these as a part of their system to help the games load faster. Of NVMe inside of a PC right now, it's not even being used properly, especially if you have like an NVMe without an AMD processor. You're not even taking full advantage of that. Yeah, Ryzen. Right. You're not even taking full advantage of that. And even when it comes to games, it's not taking advantage of that. They didn't design those things to do that yet. In a console, though, they are. And being that this is literally 2 times faster is not going to help. Or I mean, what I'm saying is, are we going to see a huge difference between the Series X and the 5, or not that much because of this?
We'll see. We just got to wait and see. Let me get these super chats. Shout out to Rome Rush. He said, how does console gamers buy a console only for exclusives?
It's pretty easy.
Yeah, and that's what?
That's what us PC gamers doing. I mean, we do that because we ain't waiting. That's the bottom line. I mean, if I want to play certain games on the PlayStation, I have to have that box. It is.
It's the only reason I have a PlayStation.
Shout out to Biz the Kid Game, and he said it's honestly not even fair anymore comparing them by consoles sold. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Also, we got another one from Rome Rush. He said, also buy a console that does multiplats. Huh?
The fuck?
All consoles do multiplats, but if you're on PC, then that means you want to play the games that are available on PC at their best. You get a PlayStation because you really want to play those games and you have no other choice. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have no choice. If you're on PC, you don't have no choice. If you want to play the next Spider-Man, the next God of War, Uncharted, whatever that may be, Bloodborne 2, if that happens.
Especially day one. You definitely.
Day one, especially day one. Also, shout out to Aussie. He said Xbox 360 was their best shot at global acceptance.
That's the GOAT right there.
And then we got Optimus Code. None of that is true about the GPU SSD talk.
Well, he's a dev, so he would know.
You talking about Dark Cloud?
What happened?
Optimus Code said none of that is true about the GPU SSD talk.
I just basically used an example of proving that it does actually help load in better.
There's videos that show that an SSD improves performance. Like you can't even play Star Citizen with a hard drive. Like there's definitely videos that show that. But we'll see, man. My whole philosophy is just to wait and see. I don't be running my mouth and all that shit, and then when shit come out, I'm looking stupid. I just wait and see.
For no reason.
Yeah, for no motherfucking reason.
Yeah, ain't getting free shit.
I don't have no problem waiting on facts. I
got it, Smooth. Thank you.
I don't have no problem.
Nah, Smooth sent me what he was talking about. Okay, they do this. They do somewhat of the same.
What? Oh, gotcha.
I have no problem with waiting on facts. I don't need to run around spewing shit or none of that. I can wait to see what the deal is. Point blank, period. So I don't know. Somehow what's going on with these dudes, man. They can't wait. They got to talk right now. Just sit back and wait. Because then if you keep talking right now, and then when the facts come out, a lot of times they be looking stupid. And I don't get it. Just fucking wait. It's that easy. It's that easy. Let's talk about this coronavirus, man. It's real out here.
Definitely is
shut down, man. Let's talk. First of all, movie theaters, man. All the movie theaters,
bars, movies, restaurants, everything. It's fucking.
They now have it where you can rent movies right now that are.
I was just about to say that. I never seen that shit before.
Yeah,
for real.
I logged onto my TV. It's like, hey, theater at home. You can watch this movie that's in theater right now.
Only problem is they want $20 for HD.
Yeah,
damn, for HD. For HD. What?
What was it? Invisible Man. That's the one that they got.
Invisible Man. They got The Hunt right now. It's crazy because I had Quiet Place 2. I was supposed to go see it yesterday. I had already reserved my ticket in fucking Dolby Cinema, excuse me. So I had to cancel that because it got canceled. It got delayed. But and of course we paid way more than $20. It was like $44 for two people. Now, mind you, granted, you will pay more money by going to the movies, but I just can't at home. I'm not paying $20 for HD. I'm just not doing it. I understand they got to recoup their money. They spent millions on these movies and shit like that. I understand that, but I'm not paying $20 for HD. If it was 4K, I would have gotten Invisible Man already because I really wanted to see that. Also, Onward from Pixar is coming to Disney Plus next week, I think, on April 3rd or something like that.
Hold on, Hardy. I'm sorry to interrupt. Question for you. Isn't Invisible Man just a remake of Hollow Man?
No.
It's not?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, two different movies. I mean, two different concepts. Nah, it's different. But I can't pay the $20 for HD. But yeah, Onward it just came out from Pixar, that new Pixar movie. It's I think you can rent it right now. And it's coming to Disney Plus like April 3rd or something like that. So I wanted to ask y'all, man, do y'all think this is going to change movie theaters forever, or how do y'all feel about it? Do y'all care about movie theaters? Would y'all want movies to come straight home? Or do y'all like going out to the theater?
Nah, I'm tired of the world trying to keep niggas in their house, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, kids don't even go outside no more. They almost buy them a bike and force them to get out the damn house. Now they're telling you, hey, don't come to the theaters. You can basically get this. You know, and I think that goes against what movie theaters doing, because I think Regal just dropped a card where it's like a few dollars more. You can go in and see any movie any day of the week as many times as you want. So I think that would basically like hurt. I think this is just for now. And I'm tired of niggas trying to tell everybody, hey, you can do all of this at home. You don't need to go to the store anymore. Like, my biggest thing, and this has nothing to do with that, is the fact that they took Toys R Us away. Anybody got kids and don't have Toys R Us? It is hell buying shit on the internet.
Well, then they said they were coming back with that shit, because
they said they're coming back. They said right. But like, yo,
toys like that no more.
Nah, my kids
iPads and shit like that.
Yeah, right.
You gotta keep your kids off the internet. That's how kids start basically learning what sex and all types of shit is. Like stupid.
They gonna learn that anyway, dog. So you might.
Nah, my kids are innocent.
Yeah, for now.
Look, I learned about that shit when I was.
Yeah, I didn't use the internet, and I learned about sex at 10.
The thing y'all don't understand is the kids that they're gonna be hanging out with is gonna teach them everything they need to know.
School, they're gonna hear it. They're gonna talk about it. All that shit.
I'm cool with that, but I don't need them to have that shit that they access. Like, I don't want my son to come home instead of talking to me. Instead of talking to my kids go to private school. Instead of coming home and asking my kids
all the sex going on there.
Bro, instead of
them girls in them skirts.
I would rather my kids come home and ask me something instead of coming home like, let me look about this on the internet, because learning shit from niggas on the internet is gonna destroy my children versus coming to ask me.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Yeah, my daughter is 24. I'm telling you, you have to be proactive. You can't wait for them to come to you, because I'm telling you, it's too late. They already know, and they may have learned it the right way, the wrong way. You have to be proactive at a young age, especially before they go to 7th grade.
We talk to them, but we don't feed them everything.
It sucks, but you got to do it, bro.
Wait, hold on, Porter. You said your daughter's 24. How old is you?
Yeah. Me, 42.
God damn, y'all nigga, you don't age.
Why? I'm old on the inside. This military shit got me. I'm
42. Tom Brady's older than him. Like he's not old. He just had kids.
You would find a way to bring up Tom Brady.
You ain't gotta worry about Tom Brady no more.
You would bring up a way to bring up Tom Brady.
Nah, man. I'm still thinking about. You know who the Patriots just signed? They signed Brian Hoyer, bro. I'm like, nah, man.
Hey, deal with it. That's your team, so stick with it. Don't jump.
Yeah, don't jump. Don't be like Drew and jump with that.
This nigga Melon always got a.
Let me ask y'all this.
I'm fucking with you, Drew.
Hold on. Let me get to the chat. Hey, shout out to Moot Gaming. He said movie theaters closing really hurt my soul, man. Yeah. And then we got another one from Moot Gaming. He said Invisible Man, Dracula Untold, Frankenstein, and The Mummy was supposed to be part of Universal's dark cinematic universe. Yeah, but that shit flopped after The Mummy. And then we got Sofa Spy. He said this coronavirus thing just proves that a lot of businesses are useless and can just be done online, such as schools, movies, etc. Is anybody like
schools are better learned in classrooms? Sorry.
If the movies went away, or is anybody going to be like sad about it, or do you not care?
I'll be kind of disappointed. I like going out to the movies, so like
it'll make no difference to me.
I
watch all my movies for free anyway, so
until I get that short throw projector, I'm sad.
I don't. Maybe it's just me, but it's not just the movie. It's like it's taking my wife out. We'll go to dinner.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah. Popcorn.
Yeah.
The whole thing about that.
Sit in a nice chair. Maybe hear a little bit, as long as it's not in the hood or some shit where you smell weed and motherfuckers acting rowdy. It's the ambiance of the whole thing. Like when you went to see Endgame. That shit was like a fucking like super.
Yeah, that was
people
that was crazy.
Cheering. That's a whole fucking excitement. You can't get that at home, And then
well, we can still get that, man, because Netflix allows you to be able to watch.
Oh yeah,
that's like phone sex. It ain't the same.
You can stay.
What is Netflix doing?
You can
Netflix party.
Netflix party. You can watch movies with friends online, like a AOL chat, and y'all can chat.
They're trying to get niggas to be couch potatoes, dog. Nah, man.
No, they're trying to get you to be safe and not get germs. I know.
You see now, what is it? That dude came back on Twitter, the Kazharai CEO. XCO. Yeah, he said
the parody account.
Yeah, the parody account. He said that Netflix implemented lower bandwidth due to coronavirus. He goes, Sony did the same thing, but they started 10 years ago.
Yo,
they've been lowering the bandwidth in where is it? Europe?
Yeah,
I think for because of all the traffic. So they even did it on YouTube also. Yeah. To try to compensate for all the extra traffic that's going on now that most people are stuck at home, man. Speaking of being stuck at home, man, the coronavirus is definitely real out here. Yeah. You got a bunch of idiots still going to beaches and all that shit.
All the motherfuckers down in Florida.
It's not for me to say, but I hope they catch it.
Damn, nigga.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Anybody that tests, like the niggas that go climbing buildings and hang it off with one hand.
Natural selection.
I want them to drop. Anybody that's trying to test their lives, trying to be cool and shit, fuck that, man.
See, y'all heard all the shit I done said. I ain't never said this type of shit. I don't want to hear nothing.
I understand what he's saying. I see what he's saying, but the problem is, like, those people that are going to the beaches, even if they did get it, they'll survive it because most of the people are young. It's who they come in contact with. Like if they come in contact with their grandma or uncle who already had a respiratory issue. That's why this thing is so serious, right?
Also,
a lot of help, like most of us in this podcast will be fine. But if your grandma, if you talk to her, she's the one that's at risk. You understand what I'm saying?
Or your kids.
Right. That's what you have to worry about is how fast it spread and how fast this coronavirus will reach that target demographic.
I'm worried about my parents because they're old as fuck.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm. My mom says I'm terrible. Not terrible. I'm mean because I don't want no one coming over, no family, nothing.
But that's how it should be.
Yeah, like they're like, yo, can we come out? And like, nah. When this is all over, I got kids here, man. Like, nah.
Yeah, man.
Like
my dad's 71 and my mom is 60. So
you're being a little rough on your fam. I'm just saying they may want to come spend time with y'all for the next days.
Better FaceTime.
Yeah.
FaceTime. Hey, shout out to McLovin.
Give him a StreamYard link.
Shout out to McLovin, yo moms. He said, I need a hazmat suit. I work at Walmart, and they refuse to close the store. I know the Walmart in my area, they just closing earlier. I guess
so is mine. Mine's closing. The Target's closing early. Walmart.
Yeah, the virus only come out at night. It only come out after 9.
Yeah, that's just stupid as hell, man.
Like, yo,
like motherfucker, it's still here.
Hours.
Aren't they letting people like 10 people at a time or some shit like that?
Nah,
depends on where you are.
I went to a Walgreens and there's a sign that says, "Hey, you got to be about 6 feet from every customer, even if you're at the window to try to get something." I'm like, what?
Hey, have y'all seen all the states?
Y'all think it's funny? Let me tell y'all what we doing out here. Hey, in the military, right? So in the food court, they put little placards on the floor of where you stand while you're ordering your food.
You're still in service?
Wow. Yeah. Still in.
Oh, that's what's up, dude. I wish I could have stayed in.
Okay. But yeah, I don't know about now.
What are you doing to pass the time while you stuck in the house?
I mean, right now,
watching movies, documentaries, gaming.
One at a time, people. One at a time.
Well, go first.
Go ahead, Rock.
Okay, so yeah, while we're doing pass the time, gaming. I just moved into this room, so the internet sucks. So technician got to come next week. But yeah, just basically gaming, podcasting, jerking off because my wife ain't here. Fucking what else, man? Can't go outside unless it's for food and shit. Military has a little bit more restrictions than the civilian population. So but the good part is we telework now. Like I just wake up, send an email saying I'm alive, and that's it. I just stay in my room all day.
Bro, it is not like that for me, bro. They got me here doing 80 hours of work till we go back. I'm literally looking at Excel files, PowerPoints. I got to present my whole fiscal year based on my territory before the end of next week. Like I'm literally in front of a computer all day, and then I'm in my office. So the moment I'm done, my wife is like, "Nah, come on, watch movies." I'm like, I can't even game. The fuck? I'd rather be out work so I can come home in the game.
Speaking of watching movies, I watched Charlie Angels last night. That shit was garbage.
The new one? Of course that shit was gonna be trash.
I'm just saying, man. God damn, that shit is garbage.
I didn't even know that shit was out until it failed. When they say it flopped in the theaters, I was like, I didn't even know this wasn't.
I forgot that shit even came out, bro.
I didn't even know it was in it.
That shit. What you doing, Drew?
Gaming. Really it. Watching anime, shit like that. That's it.
How you working out? Bags of water and fucking mattresses?
Nah, I got dumbbells, calisthenics, bars and all that type of shit in my house.
That's the hardest part, man. All my weightlifting shit, I packed it, man. I got nothing. And then they closed the gym. Fuck, man.
Mello, what you doing?
Well, gaming, watching movies. My spring break got extended by a whole week, so I don't know. I had extra weeks to catch up on classes and shit, but that's pretty much it.
They didn't convert to online for you guys?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yeah. They came out and officially, gave us an email. It was like, all right, online now, rest of the semester. I was supposed to have graduation. Graduation got canceled too, so yeah.
No, sorry,
man.
I'm doing a lot of gaming, movie watching. Like I said, I watched Charlie's Angels. That joint was trash. I watched Starship Troopers too a couple days ago. Got it on 4K. It's a horrible 4K transfer, but it's still one of my favorite movies.
Got a lot of film grain.
Yeah, it's terrible. Shout outs to Life and Time podcast. He said my friend took her daughter to the beach in Florida. Yeah, they tripping. And shout out to McLovin Your Moms. He said the pregnancy rate about to go up.
Oh yeah, it's definitely about shit.
It's about to be
Corona babies.
Corona baby. You know what? You know what's crazy? Why Florida? They do the dumbest shit.
Yeah, it's Florida, dog. That's all.
What the fuck is going on down
Florida
there?
is a third world country. They're not part of the United States.
Fuck.
I can't
associate with them niggas.
We're about to lose a star on the flag at this rate. You know why? You guys are canceled.
Florida and the Bronx is not
Florida and the Bronx. That's right. Bronx.
Hey, shout out to Sofa Spy. He said, facts. My 7-Eleven only had a few rubbers left.
Oh shit.
Yo, what's up?
I gotta work on your pullout game.
I know toilet paper is sold out because people whatever. But what's up with flowers? A lot of bacon going on? Like what the flour at?
Oh shit.
Yo, no flour on the shelves.
My Walmart, they're all out of fucking steaks, hamburger meat, all that shit.
Yep. Oh, that shit going.
I didn't realize flour was out. Oh,
yo,
shit.
flour is out. Flour and sugar's gone.
Damn.
There's a lot of bacon and Kool-Aid going on around this.
Just in case people are
motherfuckers getting their Martha Stewart on. Coronavirus.
Shit.
Shout out to Tony Wood 25. He said the coronavirus isn't as deadly as TV is telling people. Yeah, people should be safe, but the common flu has taken 75,000 lives since 2018.
All right.
But here's the thing, though. This virus is taking people out at once in a record time. So, like, sure, like, you look at the flu over the course of the year.
Yeah, you can look at drunk drivers and shit like that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not the same.
Midnight Cry said, how about the states wanting to, I guess, basically
martial law.
Yeah, martial law. Implement martial law. Well, there's like, what, 5 or 6 states of the governors came out and said, like, y'all have to stay at house.
Ain't Illinois.
Illinois, Philly?
Illinois.
It's Cali, Oregon,
New York. It was Philly too.
No.
It's not Philly?
No, it would have been the whole state.
It would have been the state, yeah.
The state, yeah. Illinois too, I think. I think Lucas said something about being locked down.
Yeah. But that's because of them. They have to implement these measures because, like Florida.
Yeah.
Somebody in New Jersey. Somebody in chat said New Jersey.
That shit they got 50 people in Rucker Park. Like, fuck is you doing?
Man.
Shout out to Alvin White. He said Harvey Weinstein contracted coronavirus. He's old.
Somebody said they're in Chicago and they're in lockdown.
People are at basketball, they partying at the clubs. They doing a bunch of dumb shit.
Yeah, maybe you could put some people to rest. You know, the people that's literally stressed about military trucks driving through their city.
Oh my God, I saw that.
I already told people the government needs help. That's all it is. They're like, no, they try to quarantine us. They're gonna hold. I'm like, yo,
it's not even that. Fucking somebody was so what he's talking about. What Dark Cloud's talking about is there's a Twitter video of a train transporting tanks and armored vehicles, right? And they made an assumption based off that, saying, oh, they're preparing to do martial law or whatever. We ain't gonna do martial law with a fucking tank in America,
no, that's not
right?
happening.
Why the reason why that happened is military equipment, especially heavy armored equipment, gets transported all throughout America on trains because that's the most cost effective. Like, we build and fix our shit here in America. So when a tank is broken beyond what we can do on base, we ship that shit out. You know what I'm saying? And the place that they saw this train was in San Diego. 30 minutes north of San Diego is a major military base, which is where I'm going to, which is Camp Pendleton.
I was about to say Camp Pendleton.
Yeah. So there's trains all throughout America where military equipment gets transported because a lot of these tanks get built by civilian companies. And when it gets broken down beyond the repair of what military mechanics or technicians can do, then we sent it back to the company so they could refurbish it. You know what I'm saying? And they have to do it by plane. We see
a video like that every couple of months.
Yeah, man.
They had another video of them actually driving to Chicago. And some dude was basically saying they needed a military guy was saying that it's to basically help with military medical, like passing out food and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a truck. Like, we have 7 tons, because those are cargo, type vehicles, but not a tank. Like, what do you do a tank in the middle of Brooklyn? You ain't blowing up nothing. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Niggas, man.
You're gonna shoot 8mm ammo in fucking in a cheesecake factory? Like, what are you gonna do?
Shout out to Cat Daddy Lurk. He said the flour is because of bread. Had to home make some. Dang, y'all niggas making bread and shit.
Wow, really? That's crazy.
Damn. Shout out to Will Thomas. He said I was just at Stop and Shop and they had plenty of sugar and no flour. Laughing out loud, mad weird. Yeah, it's a lot of baking going on. Niggas making cookies and shit or something. I don't know what the fuck going on. I'm like, I had to buy some organic flour. That's the first time I ever had that shit. But it seems to be better. It seems to be better than regular flour. It ain't got like pesticide and all that type of shit.
Probably not bleached either.
Yo, P-Rock, you imagine a dude being on the fucking comms in the tank talking about send it.
Yeah, like, what are you gonna do? Blow up the Brooklyn Bridge? Like, like the fuck are these guys thinking? Like, yeah, send it to the Marines. Oh, we got 10 motherfuckers in a park sending the Marines. Like,
So people in New York playing Manhunt.
Actually, it's actually
I know I saw that when playing Manhunt.
it's actually some breaking news about Harvey Weinstein. He had he's tested positive for the coronavirus.
Good. I hope he died, nigga.
Yeah, he
I hope
good.
he tests positive for every fucking thing this world can be tested positive for.
I hope someone slits his throat. Fuck that nigga.
Hey, that's all
motherfucker.
Shout out to COVID Midnight Cry. He said COVID-19 man-made or nah, done on purpose or nah.
Definitely man-made.
Well, they actually found the guy, the original guy who had it, and they charged him with manslaughter and like all this other shit.
Oh shit, that motherfucker about to
Really?
get
Yeah,
$2 million.
Why they charging him? How he get it?
I don't know.
Like, why are you charging me, man? I was just hungry.
Hey, yo,
He was eating bats, right?
I
Yeah,
was hungry.
that's
They
where the
serve
shit came
bats
from.
at restaurants, don't they?
He like, motherfucker, I don't collect food stamps. I gotta do what I gotta do.
You know, crazy? I was scrolling on YouTube and in my recommended feed, a fucking video pops up. Oh, why bats have coronavirus? And it's like 5 years old. Like, oh, thanks. Fucking
Bats have a lot of viruses. They
yeah, they do. They actually do. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to
We're not meant to eat. There's shit we're not meant to eat. Bats is one of them.
Shout outs to Biz the Kid Gaming. COVID-19 is far more contagious than some of the other viruses. It's not deadly for most, but it can easily put the weak and old in danger and even permanently damage organs for healthy people.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a rapper out of Louisiana that got it? He was like 44 and he died. 41, 44, some shit like that.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Then we got Tony Wood 25. I remember the same scare talk about West Nile, H1N1, swine, Ebola, and Zika. Amazing they went away quietly. Be safe, but not fear controlled.
There's still no cure for Ebola, right?
Not that.
I don't know.
Drop a bomb on a village. That's like Outbreak.
Straight
up, man.
Make that motherfucker parking lot.
Like, we got the council for you.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. Straight up, man. All right. Shout outs to Optimus Code. He said, I love the show, but it ain't right without Ravish. Facts. All right. Shout out to you for trying to start some drama real quick. Appreciate you. Shout out to you for trying to shit on everybody that's here. Okay, we get it. Shout out to Tony Wood 25. He said, changing gears. What I need to pay to see y'all get mobbed in Modern Warfare? Ain't nobody trying to play that shit, man. That shit garbage.
Warzone, maybe, but
shit trash too.
I didn't play it. I wouldn't know.
I didn't play it.
Let me ask you, so you think Warzone changed because, well, you know, so who would have thought that Activision would have at any point given out Call of Duty multiplayer for free?
Yeah.
That Fortnite shit changed the game, bro. Like for example, Smooth, I'm gonna ask you this. What do you expect out of Halo Infinite multiplayer if they charge $60 when you got all this major shit for free?
Oh shit.
Wait.
I'm asking you. Because a lot of people be like, "Oh, Sony needs multiplayer." And I'm thinking, well, it better be free because you got too much good shit out there and it's free. You got Fortnite, Apex, Warframe, and now Call of Duty Warzone. So how big do you think Halo Infinite is going to be if it's multiplayer and you got to pay $60 or consistently pay for Game Pass Ultimate to play it? Like, how big do you really think this is going to be?
Warframe don't even look like the same game anymore. Yeah, that's a new game. That's a different game.
Honestly, here's the thing. Like, I don't really have like new expectations for like Halo multiplayer because when it comes to Halo multiplayer, I really do like the same modes: Team Slayer and Slayer Lone Wolf. So whatever they do, to enhance that'll be great. I'll be ready to be surprised. But I gotta look at the games of all multiplayer games. Are they all going to go into this direction, this free to play mode? Like, I would love for Xbox to drop that damn paywall for like for multiplayer and whatnot, but I don't know. You know what I mean? PlayStation doesn't do multiplayer. The PlayStation Plus, I really don't understand it, but they specialize in single player. Xbox typically have a lot of their games are generally supported through multiplayer. So I don't know what Halo has to do to put value in Xbox Live. I actually was not expecting that question. I'm not really expecting that.
Oh shit!
My man came in prepared because I think about that shit now. I'm like, yo, Call of Duty's free, bro. Like you don't need to buy it, and everybody's playing that shit. That shit is crazy.
Oh, that is kind of crazy.
Sony needs to, like, with the PS3, the PS2, they were definitely on their game about multiplayer game. You got Megs, you got PlanetSide, you had all the games. You know, what was it?
You said what?
They made too many
Mag?
flops.
Did you say Mag?
Yeah, they made too many flops. That's what the problem
Yeah,
is.
they
overdid it.
They came out.
What
What they come out with console like a 64 or 64 man game on console?
It was Mag.
Yeah, Mags. Yeah,
that was Mag.
They came out with a lot of
No,
multiplayer.
Mag was like 256, wasn't it?
Yeah. So
it's crazy ass number.
Crazy
ass number.
I'm just saying that they used to, and then they stopped, and it was like, yo, so what am I paying for PlayStation Now for? Like, I mean, yeah, PS4 Plus. It's like you Xbox, they're giving you multiplayer games. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody did say that. Like when PSN was free, we have more multiplayer games. Now that we pay for it, they ain't releasing shit. So that is true. That is true. I'm like, oh shit. Somebody said, man, that's true.
Giving out some games.
Yeah, like you don't need game PlayStation Plus to play The Last of Us single player story. And now that the part 2 ain't coming out with no multiplayer, what is
not at launch? It's coming out later.
I think it better be free to play. They might as well just
put that multiplayer on PC. That would be crazy.
Stop saying that, Drew. I know where you live.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, yo. I'm telling you, that shit might happen if that shit free to play. Like,
it could, because you know it's a PS4 game, right? And obviously maybe a PS5 game, so it could be a PC game is free to play. Because obviously they're gonna make their money through stupid shit like a rundown T-shirt. Oh look, a trash can.
And some bullshit ass weapons. Yeah.
Yeah, you know it's gonna be shit like that. That's how they're making their money now. Fortnite changed the game. That should change everything, bro.
Yeah, Sony got to come out with some type of multiplayer. Like they got to either come back with like a new SOCOM free to play or something.
That's not happening. SOCOM's not happening.
Even Nintendo's doing it. It's a stupid ass multiplayer Kirby game, but people are playing that shit and it's free.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question for Kid Smooth. Hey, Smooth.
Shit.
Yeah.
Are you a Buccaneers fan now?
No, absolutely not. I mean, I'm a Patriots fan. It's like I said, it's gonna be a hard year, but I mean, I'm
hard year. My God, it's gonna be a hard like rest of your time being a fan.
I mean,
a hard year.
I mean, like I was hoping the Patriots like sign Cam Newton or something like that, but I still got my eyes on Brady. You know what I mean? Like I just don't know how I could like live a year where the Buffalo Bills will like be the leaders of the AFC.
They're gonna win the division, dog.
That's gonna be the weird thing. So I mean, I'm wishing the best for Tom Brady because I do think he's the GOAT regardless. I mean, we had him for 20 years, 6 championships.
Now he's making money, right?
Pre-2000s. Welcome to the pre-2000s as a Patriots fan.
What was his contract?
That he got now, or it's like 2 years, 50 million.
God,
Tim
deal. That motherfucker went with the money, bro.
Damn, facts. He definitely. Damn, no more Patriots dynasties, no more, man. Y'all done.
Thank God.
Said, I'm taking my talents to South Beach.
When the last time the Patriots went to the Super Bowl? When the Eagles whooped their ass?
Oh yeah.
The Patriots, no, they were in the
no.
Yeah, last year. They beat the Rams. That boring ass Super Bowl.
Trash ass Rams.
Trash ass Super Bowl.
Hyped up and didn't do nothing.
This dude got dropped. What's his name? Fucking the running back.
Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley got dropped. Yeah,
he's just injury prone.
Yeah. Oh shit, man!
He hasn't been the same since.
Yeah,
since a couple games before the Super Bowl that he lost. Yeah.
I think y'all be hearing Antonio Brown trying to rap.
That nigga, man, what's wrong with him, man? Like
that shit trash.
He don't even be making no sense, dog. Like, yo, he just go in the booth and just be bullshitting, dog.
That's like CTE, man.
Do when you have money.
He like Kevin Hart, bro, trying to rap.
That's CTE.
Random shit.
He like Kevin Hart trying to be
saying anything. He stayed talking about a guitar too. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yo,
tell you, man.
It's funny because 2 days ago I saw the movie Concussion. For the first
Yeah,
time, that shit opened my eyes, bro. I'm like, and then of course I went on the internet like to look at the real story. That shit blew my fucking mind, bro. I was
never
like,
seen that movie. I never watched.
Hey, you know how we talk about NFL being pussyfied? You see this movie, you're gonna see why the NFL the way it is. That shit blew my fucking mind. Like, there's a lot of NFL players that are Hall of Fame from back in the days you never heard of, or maybe you have, right? But you don't know the shit what they went through after the game. Like, these dudes were drinking ammonia because they were going crazy in the head. Another dude fucking like he drank a gallon of ammonia. To go to sleep, he would tase himself in the middle of the car every day.
I know what you're talking about.
The shit these football players were doing is insane because they were just going nuts. I was like, after that movie, that shit opened my eyes. Now I see why the NFL is doing what they're doing. Because
not only that,
somebody see the movie.
I'm not a big football player watching all that, but then I've always wondered why there's so little games. And then like hearing people like you talk about this stuff, and like like people that are into it, they only have that many games throughout the year because it's that taxing and destroys their body.
You gotta see the movie.
Even what they got, it's a lot.
I never realized that it was that bad, bro. Dudes killing themselves. Because dudes saying they hear voices in their head to kill my family. One of the football players, he's like, the voice is telling me to kill you. I was like, oh shit. And then the motherfucker get on this car and crash and it blew up.
He's flying down the highway.
Steelers. I was like, oh shit. These dudes looking like they fought in Iraq and shit. I'm like, this shit opened my eyes, bro. I didn't realize that's an underrated movie.
Hey, shout outs to Jonathan. He said, "Man, my Bears got Nick Foles. I guess anything is better than Trubisky." Laugh my ass off. Is that concussion based on a real true story?
Yeah, it is.
Yes. It all started with one of the Hall of Fame football players killed himself, and the autopsy. So the doctor that Will Smith,
Junior Seau, right?
Not Junior Seau. Junior Seau came out years later. Oh, okay. So the movie, even though it's 2 hours, it like if you look at his stories, like spans a decade, right? So he's on autopsy. He does his autopsy, and a guy comes in and he's looking at the body. He sees all these marks, ammonia and this thing, and he's like, "What the fuck would make?" And the dude was only 50. He's like, "What the fuck would make a guy go this crazy at such a young age?" So he paid for the brain to be examined, right? He had a
don't tell the movie. Don't tell the movie.
All right, I know. Yeah, it's not just the quick glimpse is Will Smith plays a character, the doctor who does the autopsy, and he saw something wrong. He just saw something weird with this football player, and he found out that these concussions are the ones that the constant hits, are the shit that's fucking these players up. But the NFL is trying to hide it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
It is a movie. It's a movie called Concussion. Will Smith.
If you like football,
the NFL for their bullshit.
Yes, it's crazy. Exposed and this is when Roger Goodell took over. It's crazy. It's crazy. You gotta watch it if you like football.
It's called Concussion, starring Will Smith. So check. Where you seen it at? What it was on?
I saw it on Amazon. Not even. I saw it on Sony Crackle.
Wow.
Sony Crackle.
Wow.
I went to Alexa, let me see Concussion.
That shit got 100 commercials.
I hate Crackle.
Some of the commercials like 3 minutes. But it worked. I was like, all right, fucking take a shit. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. It was good though. Sub boxes are definitely broken. Somebody sent me a screenshot. Sub boxes are broke. Broke. No, they really broke. Sometimes niggas be using that as an excuse when they be talking to themselves, but no, they really broke.
Oh shit!
All right, though, but I gotta run out of here right quick though.
All
I appreciate you guys having me. I hope to get on the next time the Xbox have some breaking news.
Oh God! Yeah.
I'm sure
how about when they get some games? How about you come on when they get games?
Like good games too.
That might be a long time. You might not even come on this.
New IP, smooth, not Hellblade. That's not a new IP.
I don't even think Smooth like Hellblade. He fronting like a motherfucker.
It was a okay experience. The first game, like I said, it took me a while. Like I finished it on like New Year's Eve. It was like just like a Plague Tale. I liked them, but I prolonged me finishing it. Like I'm at like the last 3 chapters of Plague Tale. I should have beat the game.
Did you play it on PlayStation when it came out, or did you wait?
I started it on PlayStation, and then it got the announcement for Xbox, and then obviously the Xbox One X was coming out that year, obviously. So I played it on the
Smooth, you my homie, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I trust you, you know what I'm saying, with dads. I want you to be honest with me. Did you only finish that game because it was an Xbox exclusive going forward?
No, I finished the game because I was trying to pad my games beat list for 2019.
Okay.
And I technically was done. I just wasn't done before the podcast.
If I find out otherwise, I'm gonna come to Connecticut.
Man,
are you gonna find me in Connecticut?
The timing is so spooky though.
Hey, that's definitely why he's hyping it now. So we already know.
I mean,
that's why I'm hyping it now. But yeah,
if we're gonna be real about Hellblade, if we're gonna be real, even PlayStation didn't fuck with it. Like I even made a video talking shit, but it didn't sell that well, even on PlayStation.
Nobody.
Like, a lot of people didn't.
I enjoyed it.
I liked it.
Yeah,
you know, especially if you play with the headphones. Shit's crazy.
Yeah.
But majority didn't play on consoles, PC, and now all of a sudden it's a system seller. Like, come on, dog. Like, come on.
Oh no,
that shit didn't sell when you had every platform. Now you have less platforms, and it's gonna like, come on, man. Like these dudes, like, come on.
That is some funny shit. Yo, there's a lot of shit going on around here.
Be real.
Funny, yo, it's some funny shit going on around here. Motherfuckers buying new consoles to play old games that they didn't want when the games were new. What the fuck is going on around here, man? It's crazy. It's crazy. I didn't want to play that game when it was brand new, but now that it's old and I can play it on my new console, I want it. Nah, fam. I don't know what the fuck is going on around here. This shit crazy. But yeah, we can get up out of here, man. I think Sony went on record and said they will have more. Of course, I mean, we should have known this. They're going to have more to say in the upcoming months.
Right.
That's a fact. That GPC was for us. So it's too late. We have to see that as a reveal, but that's not a PlayStation.
That ain't the reveal. That ain't
the official reveal will be when they show the console, the controller, and everything else. That'll be the official reveal. Right now, this is just like a road to the official reveal. You know what I mean? We're gonna get all this spec shit out the way, and then when we do, reveal it officially, that's when you're gonna get all the games and the features and the UI and all that fly shit. Maybe the price, all that. So it's coming. Just got to be patient. You dig? But let's get to these outros, man.
Yo, I'm gonna take a bet that they surprise us with some backwards compat going back before PS4.
I don't care about backwards.
That'll be good. I never played the PS3.
Wait, hold up, because Drew, we had this conversation.
Yeah, we had.
Are y'all really trying to play a PlayStation 1 game on PS5?
No, I'm not. I just missed out on the PS3 generation.
All right, look,
that shit's not
like. Come on now.
Look, I know we gotta do outros real quick. I'm just gonna say this. It's nice to have one. That's why what Porter Rock and I've been saying, the PC is going to be the last thing standing. But it's nice to just have one place where you could just pop in anything if you're having some reminiscence. Not going into your closet to go pull out your old PlayStation 1 to pop that in. Because there's times I go back and play old games.
That's another thing, too. A lot of people ain't even got no collection, but yet they worried about backwards compatibility.
They buy no games, but they got backwards compatible library.
And they play games.
We ain't buy games. That makes no sense.
I can't see a scenario where there's no consoles. I can't see that. Nah.
It may happen one day. We'll see.
Everybody a PC gamer, like that would be crazy. Like, I don't know.
It's up to these PC. It's up to these graphics cards and these PC manufacturers to take advantage of that, because I feel like they would have a better chance of making an optimized ass PC instead of just leaving it to Sony taking off their parts shelves.
Plus, you got the small ATX, right?
Yeah. So it's up to them. They could do something like that, but they're not in the business of that. They're in the business of dropping new video cards every 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, let's get.
You see what happened with that Steam box?
Yeah, that joint was a failure.
Yo, get Rabbit up in here so you get his outro.
All right, go ahead, Melon.
Yo, it's Melon. Hit me up on Twitter. Shout out to Puerto Rock and Kid Smooth for coming through again. We'll catch y'all next week.
All right, Drew Games.
Drew Games in the building. Great podcast. Follow me on Twitter. Drew_Games. See y'all next week.
All right, Dark Cloud.
Yo, good podcast. The first time. Yo, hey, is this the first time we actually had like 80% of the conversation gaming?
Yeah, it is.
And look at the like button. Y'all niggas some frauds.
Yo, we been said this, yo.
Yo, this is your boy DC catching y'all niggas frauding again. See y'all next week.
Yeah, there wasn't really much else to talk about, man, as far as outside of gaming, really.
I know
Corona shit.
Did you see breaking news where they were asking gamers to stop using internet?
I've seen that. I've seen that dumb shit.
Yeah, fuck that shit. That's bullshit. All right, go ahead, Puerto Rock.
Yo, what's up? Yeah, I know you still can't believe I'm on AGS. Yo, appreciate the invite, fellas. Yeah, 2025 coronavirus, World War III in Puerto Rock next to Hard 8. The world's ending, bro. Yo, but I do appreciate it, man.
Say this. I never listen.
It was Zaire. I know what
It was Zaire patch up.
Patch it up, baby.
Let's patch it up. Puerto Rock was a casualty of war. All right.
You got America fighting Spain, Puerto Rico caught in the middle. Like, well, what the fuck?
He just got caught in the crossfire, man. You know, of the me and Zaire shit. So I never really had a problem with.
Yeah, man. That's funny, man. It's all entertainment, man.
Yeah, he's a casualty of war, man. Everybody that was standing next to that nigga, they was getting his work. That's it.
Like, yo, I remember weapon. He like, ain't this nigga on GGSP? GGSP.
Sassy leprechaun, motherfucker.
You need to talk to your boy, Cookie Face. He seems like he falling right back into that Xbox shit.
Oh shit!
Oh, again?
He's all entertainment, man. He even said, his integrity is always in question. But as soon as they release Sea of Thieves, he's gonna be the first one to be like, "What the fuck?" For real, thanks. This podcast was dope. I truly appreciate it. Check me out on my channel. Got to plug my shit in. My dog shit channel. My shit don't do shit because subscriber button. The subscribing shit don't work.
God damn.
Yo, that's funny as hell. Zaire reverting, he probably is. I could see that happening. I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I mean? You better not just do it too early because it's gonna be some bad results.
Apparently, Crap Gamer is a curse, so maybe he'll go back.
Oh,
I don't know. That's what I heard.
It's just funny seeing like all of them not Xbox dudes no more. That shit's hilarious, dog. Like, oh man, that's hilarious.
All the racist shit they done said. Now they okay.
Hey,
like y'all got it.
Man, hey,
it's war around here. It was definitely war. It's gonna start back up. Don't even worry. When all this spec shit and all that dust settles and them consoles release, it's gonna be popping again. New people gonna emerge. YouTube gonna be popping again.
I can't even imagine the new dudes, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot, shit changed from
like the younger guys that got,
exactly
older and shit. Oh man, that's gonna be crazy.
There's dudes that disappeared, like never seen them again. Especially Nintendo when that Wii U came out, dudes. A lot of pro Nintendo channels just fell off the face of the earth.
KFD.
What happened to all the pro Nintendo channels? They damn sure.
Joe the CDon.
Obi-Wan went to fucking
they all died.
Xbox, right?
Yeah.
The big mouth nigga.
Yeah, he went to Xbox.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he Xbox.
He Xbox dude.
Yeah, he Xbox.
Wide open on his thumbnails for a cock, but yeah, he went to Xbox.
He went to Xbox.
Active gamer, Wii lover. Yo, there's a lot of dudes that just like.
You know what? Hey, as much shit as we give Smooth, like we gotta give him credit. He at least stuck by. He like the J-Tech of Xbox.
Nah, J-Tech's on a whole new level.
Well, no.
When it comes to riding for Sony, J-Tech legendary, man. He was around.
I gotta give him one. During that PC era, what was his name?
The PS3 era, he was getting killed, but he's
what was his name?
That freak shit.
Fuck, I forget his name.
You remember Ball-That Games?
He wasn't J-Tech. He was Pyro. That was it. Pyro.
Yeah, Pyro.
Pyro.
Yeah. Fuck him up, bro.
Yeah, he stayed around. He stayed. Yeah. He's sending out cockpits now, but he stayed down.
What the fuck?
Oh, man.
Yeah. He stayed down for that PS3 though, so I gotta give him that.
I'll give Smooth props for staying with Xbox.
They jump ship. So
I really just for Smooth's sake, I really hope Microsoft does good, man, because he deserves it, man. Smooth, he can't. Smooth can't get another bad gen. He can't take it, bro. He can't have another bad 6 years of media bias. He can't do it. He wants to buy. You can't have. Bro, you think I'm lying? If Xbox gets another 6 years of this. No, he can't do it. It's not in him. He needs this, bro.
He gonna go to PC.
Quit gaming if Xbox stops or some shit. Like,
he needs. Yeah, I mean, he needs a W, but it ain't gonna happen. Nobody riding for Xbox gonna ever get a W.
Smooth said he'll quit gaming if Xbox.
Yeah, I remember that. If Xbox pulled out of gaming, he would stop gaming.
But he even said he'll go to Stadia. Yeah, he did say that,
bruh.
Yeah, he did say that before.
No, I seen a tweet where a motherfucker was like, "Damn, the PlayStation 5 is weaker than Stadia."
I see that dumb shit too, bro. I see that shit too. Like, shut up.
I'm like, dog, Stadia is dead. Like, is anybody who is playing Stadia?
Did anybody here even buy one?
And the thing is about the Stadia, they getting new developers when they should have did that before the system even came out.
Man,
Prodark, you buy one of them shits?
What?
Stadia.
Oh hell no.
All right.
Hell no.
That shit dead.
Hell no.
I said Stadia. Y'all trying to throw Stadia in the ring? They died on arrival. Like, they been dead.
They got no developers. Like they selling games that came out 3 years ago at full price.
Full price, yeah.
They lying about performance, saying Doom was gonna be native 4K and all that. Lying. Get out of here, man. Stadia.
They capping for all this fucking streaming shit. That ain't nah.
Hey, I do want to see if them Xbox dudes to jump ship. I want to see if they go back. That's gonna be funny.
Yeah. Like what's someone do? What's the Red Dragon?
Hey, don't tell me you went back.
Nah. He
ain't gone back yet. I
don't think he's gonna go back.
He's a PC dude.
Yeah, he's a PC dude? I thought he was a PlayStation dude.
No, he's a PC dude.
Oh.
He be shitting on Xbox though. That shit funny. Hey, shout out to Life in Time. Shout out to Life in Time podcast. Did y'all talk about Nintendo going at Dreams? Oh, nah, we forgot about it.
It was funny, bro.
How they do?
Hold on. Also, we got one from McLovin Your Moms. He said, I'm waiting for games to get like Salt. I don't know what he said.
Maybe Sword of Art Online or something.
Sword of Art Online?
Yeah.
Sword of Art Online? Yeah,
no. So they Nintendo is telling Sony any game that has Mario in it, they had to take it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Nintendo being the pieces of shit that they always been.
Okay.
They do.
Yeah, pretty much.
They've been pieces of shit since the NES.
Damn. Hey yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Nintendo is they're Nintendo will never put their games nowhere else because they just pieces of shit. Like they know their fan base is retarded, and I hate Nintendo, man. I just
damn.
Did y'all see that the Dreams creation that they made the Mario shit on Dreams? That shit look clean as hell.
That's what we're talking about, Drew.
Yeah, that's why Nintendo was like, yeah, take that shit down.
Take that shit down.
Take that shit down. We still got our people over here playing Mario 720p, bro. Don't do that.
I mean, shit. For a while, like on YouTube, you couldn't even stream anything unless you
can't. You don't copyright that shit. They pull that shit down.
Yeah. It's a video that talk about like how Nintendo was doing people back in the NES days. They are pieces.
Oh yeah,
shit.
Yeah, yo. If you got time, I talked about this before. The PlayStation versus Nintendo on Business Wars. Yo, Nintendo's some dirty niggas, yo.
Yeah, they would only allow publishers, I think, 3 games on the original NES. That's why you see the original Metal Gear is on published by a company called Ultra.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you like this: for everybody that love Final Fantasy VII, you know what Nintendo told him? They told him to just cancel the game because it wasn't able to run on a cartridge.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I watched it.
And you see what they did. They went over to Sony and killed their ass.
I'm telling you, man. So Nintendo created their own worst enemy.
Yo, could you imagine the amount of games we would have lost because of Nintendo's stubbornness? Yo.
That's why you needed competition, because when they had to market to themselves, they was treating developers and shit like it was a dictatorship over that joint.
Yeah, that's the reason why you'll never see a GTA game by Rockstar North on a Nintendo platform ever. When they were DMA Designs, Nintendo actually tried to kill off Rockstar. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You remember that? Yeah, DMA Designs is actually Rockstar North.
The Power Glove almost didn't drop because of Nintendo. I mean, it should have. They should have. But
they canceled the string of their games. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Optimus Code. Great show, y'all. Salute. Power to Rev.
Hey, thank you, man. Salute, man. I appreciate the love. I want to say they definitely held it down. The guests are dope. These niggas talk about game, like you could tell they don't get no ass. Like all they talk, the Spec, the card.
Hold on, motherfucker. Hold on. When's the last time you fucked something, man? When's the last time you fucked something? Hold on.
Yeah. He was the hot dog hole while he was waiting to get it.
Don't get no booty.
Yo, this nigga eat hot dogs without the bun.
I don't even believe he ate ass anymore. Nigga, you know too much about games. Shit. Nigga, sounding like a fucking first party dev over here. Yeah. Okay, well we'll do this, and that's what it's gonna be. What the fuck? Yeah. I'll play my part, man. I'm a team player, man. It's all good.
All right, said Rand back on. All right, I'm out.
Yeah. Ah, man. Yeah. Back in the space.
Hey, they said Rad, bring back Luca.
I'm working on that, man. I'm working on that. Stood right by me. That's my wife.
Right, end the podcast. All right, let's go. Nigga singing.
All right, go ahead with your outro, Ravish.
Hey, man. Hey, salute to the guests, man.
Like mayo.
Hey, we finally did it. Hey, yeah, I like my hot dogs with mayo, but split. You dig? Here we go. Hey, man, salute to the motherfucking guests, man. Smooth, P. Porter Rock, man. Hey, man, thank you, Porter Rock, for coming through and not blocking me, man. Much love. Yeah, let's get it.
Somebody blocked you?
No, I thought he would block me. I'm like, oh, let me hit up him because look, since the Sony reveal, I said Jay Barry and Porter Rock are the only real Sony dudes that I could really tolerate, and at least Porter Rock be making sense. Like when he goes on an attack or debate, that nigga he's solid. Like you can't really waver that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me hit up Porter Rock, man. He was dope, man. He was open to it. Nothing personal. All up.
Thank you for the invite. Appreciate it.
So I'm not a Sony guy, bro.
You a Sony though, but
you a Sony employee.
You're getting paid though.
Like for 8, look. I think like 8 and Porter Rock would like Psycho said. They just started on the wrong foot. I really feel like them dudes is real similar, like some of the shit they say. So I was like, okay, let me see if I can.
I was Poland in the middle of World War II. I got invaded.
Hey man, I do it for the culture, man. You know, try to bring people together.
I would love to see Porter Rock debate fucking Randall Thor, bro.
Oh, Porter Rock can eat his ass alive.
With $1 million?
I mean, actually, it would be a
How
boring.
dare you go at the man at $1 million?
People are logical. Like I talked to. In fact, when I was consistently podcasting, I had Randall Thor. Like we both on the same wavelength, to be honest. Yeah. I mean, granted, he rocks on. He's not like a typical Xbox fanboy. Like you sit down and talk to him, he'll be real with you. He will tell you Xbox One has no games.
Yeah,
you know, he ain't gonna hold that back.
Can you tolerate dealer?
Oh hell no! That's
yo. I don't know how y'all niggas be like.
No comment, Yeah.
Yo, that dude debated Alex, and he used like password as a reason to like PC. You got to type in a password to access it.
What?
Nigga.
Oh no! Didn't Dearless said particle effects didn't exist last generation or some shit?
Yeah. His debate with Alex was horrible. Like he lost so bad, dog.
So bad, bro.
So bad. He died on that hit. He died on that
password as a reason.
Hey yo, shout out to Gideon Alvin White. He said Randall Thor is like Smooth if he were logical.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Damn. It's like that.
That's funny as hell. Hey, Ravish.
Games.
Yeah, what up?
We need to get J Tech up on here, man.
All right.
He might be the only nigga that ain't blocked.
Definitely going to act.
Hey, you know what? You know what's funny? He hasn't blocked. He ain't blocked me. Yeah. Hey, dog, he ain't blocked me.
That ain't happening, dog.
Yeah, I'm like the only dude J-Tech hasn't blocked, man. I think, yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, reach out to J-Tech. We're gonna get to the bottom of the cockpits, man.
No, I got J-Tech on my friends list, man. He ain't gonna block
All right,
me.
you hit him up. You a Sony dude, hit him up.
Yeah, I hit him up, man. I'll see what's good with
Make sure you got your Sony shirt on when you hit him up, Dark Cloud.
Yeah,
Make sure
man.
your camera's off.
He follows and unfollows me like rapidly and shit.
That shit is
Like, if I say something nice about Sony, he'll follow me. If I say something bad about him, he'll unfollow me. I'm like, what the fuck?
You block. How does he see it?
Yo.
He don't block me, but he'll unfollow me. You know what I mean? He won't block me, but he'll unfollow me quick. Because every time I say something, I see, you know how you can see who followed the new follower. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker funny as hell, dog. Let's go laugh. He'll be laughing for like 3 days. He be gone. Then he come back.
That's how it be. Crazy.
Like a runaway trial, coming home, leaving.
I'm gonna try to get him on here though, because that shit gonna be hilarious. We're gonna find out what's going on, man. I'm gonna be like, yo, your shot game is all off.
Dude's a habitual dick pic taker, bro.
Nah, man.
Yo,
I ain't never
yeah,
do that.
Like me, I'm.
Hey, he ain't got no time
understand.
for small talk. That nigga get straight to the business. Do you
Like,
suck
I
cock?
would say he gets straight to the point.
Hey, he's straight in the DMs. Do you suck cock? Like,
No, but hey, you know what's crazy about that though? It's really a numbers game. So what he's doing is trying to see how many chicks will bite. You know what I mean? Like he'll hit up maybe 20, 30 chicks.
I know.
See
That's
what
what
it
I'm
is.
saying.
Right?
Hey, that's what I was saying. The chicks that didn't take it. How many actually took it? You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
But he ain't got no time for the small talk. He just like, yo, do you like your titties sucked on? Like, what?
Yo,
Here's my thing though, right? As a grown man,
right.
Crazy,
how do you
bro.
know how old these girls are?
Exactly,
Like,
bro.
that-
You
that
always
shit, like,
That's
yo,
a real
as a,
question.
yo,
this motherfucker
study,
be R. Kelly
yo,
out
as a CJ major, bro. You have to find the girl's fucking age, bro. Like, nah.
You definitely got
Especially them Asian joints, man. I seen a chick the other day. Shout out to my man Clifton. He was like, "Hey, what's your game code?" And I seen the bitch's picture. I was like, "Damn, she look hella young," but she was like 20 something, like 25, 26.
Yeah,
I was
Asians,
like,
they don't age. They don't age.
Bitch look like she was 12.
Yeah, that nigga like, listen, you playing mature rated games, then you old enough for this cock.
Oh man,
You play The Last of Us, you're gonna get this dick.
You know what I mean? For real.
I don't know, man. I just can't see it, man. Like, you got to get out there and get some women, man. Fuck this online shit, because you might
Hey,
get
one thing I
catfished.
can't knock him for is trying. He's just going by it the wrong way.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, to each their own,
Shot
but a
is
nigga,
off.
you got to
Shot
get
is
out there. I got to see it.
His shot is off.
some of them
He got to go out there and talk to somebody. That's what
Facts.
I mean, not now, but
But no, see, that's the thing. A lot of guys do it online because they're not comfortable going out in public and hollering at chicks. So this is like,
no, you could do it online too. But
I mean, a lot of shit going on online now.
a lot of shit going online.
Yeah, they got a lot of shit going on online now.
yeah, but it's
Yeah, but just sending a dick pic, like right,
like random.
crazy, like-
He not wasting no time. Fuck all the small talk. What can you do with this cock, bitch?
But that shit, yo, that's
Hey,
it.
he be like,
Man.
hey, I like this pic. You look cute. The next message. Can my dick fit in your pussy?
Nah, that
He
nigga
be like,
solid, man.
hey, I see you got the platinum for Last of Us. Do you like it in your butt? Like, hold up, nigga.
Hey man, that's crazy. I don't care what anybody says. That's creepy shit. Like, thank God this nigga's online and not out there, stalking little girls, man. That's some creepy shit.
Bro, the online
Shit,
even
yo,
worse,
this
bro.
dude
Like,
is off the
Hold
hook.
on,
man.
first of all, we're not gonna say he targets little girls.
Hey, I don't
Nah, he
care.
don't do
Like,
that. He
no,
don't do
I'm
that.
saying that type of aggression online. There's something's not. I don't know, but I'm just saying. Like, for me, I just think that's kind of odd.
He's confident in his shit, bro. He's like, I'm gonna show my shit.
Ain't nothing wrong with being confident, but when you hitting up random,
You gotta go about it a different way.
If you hitting up random fat bitches
agree,
and sending
bro.
pictures,
I
hey, I'm
agree.
sorry. Like, something ain't right.
15 will
I
get you
don't see how
30.
that would even like. Yo, that's crazy.
That nigga bold with it.
Yo, that's crazy, man.
You know what I mean?
Hey, man, yeah.
Yo, some dude on Twitter, y'all had to see some dude on Twitter. He goes, I'm not gay though, But yo, that black bar be looking big. Yo, like what? You
Yeah.
see that tweet? That black bar looking long. Yo, J May posted the Snoop Dogg get out of pocket.
That was super gay, dog.
That was Tony. That was Tony.
Tony.
Oh, that was Tony?
Yeah, that was Tony.
Tony said that bar they putting over his cock kind of big.
Oh,
Tony Wall.
yo, this nigga Tony stupid as hell.
Game, you gotta put in like weeks of work, man. You can't just start off with the dick pic, man.
This shit is crazy.
Hey, Dark Cloud, you stalk bitches. How you got to do it?
Nah, never that.
Help him out. How should he do it?
There's no chick on. That's a lie. There's only one. Other than that, there's nobody else that got a dick pic.
How should he do it, Dark Cloud? How should he go about?
You gotta start conversating, man. Like you can't, unless he's trying to one night stand. You can't one night stand on the internet, man.
That's why it doesn't.
You do it right way you can.
No, it doesn't make any sense, man. Like I said,
Yeah,
I mean,
he's talking to black girls, Melon. He's not talking about white girls.
Excuse me.
Who?
I have my one.
Shots. Nah, man, niggas is into cyber sex and shit.
And when the Brooklyn King is talking, y'all gotta listen, man. Listen.
This motherfucker like the yin yang twin. Where do you see my?
Oh man.
I'm married for you. I'm pretty sure he's the pumpkin, man. I'm not the only one out here.
Hey, man. This nigga
Yo, Dark Cloud's like that dude in a Netflix show. He like you.
Oh, you?
Yo, that's good.
Yo, that's too fucking funny, dog. Damn. Yo, shout out to who we got, man. PJ Too Hot. He said, God bless you all. Couldn't wait for the podcast. Always look forward to it. Stay safe out here, man. Yeah. Damn. We're going to try to get Chase back on here. I'm going to try to see what I can do, man. I got to go. First, I'm going to say something nice about PlayStation, man, before I act.
Or you hit him up?
Yeah. Make them comfortable.
Right. Got to make them comfortable. Might be like, yo, I be sending out cock pics too, my guy. What's up?
Oh man,
make them feel comfortable and shit. Hey, fuck that, J Tech. Just shoot your shot, nigga. Shoot your shot.
I mean, little do y'all know, man. Ain't no real breezy gonna fall for that, man. Nah.
I agree with you, Ravi.
There are a few thirsty girls out there that are
They're thirsty, but they don't look right, and you know what I'm talking about, right? Unless you try to
on the OnlyFans.
If you want a booger wolf, hey nigga, if you want a booger wolf that weighs more than you, then go for it. But you ain't gonna get you're not gonna get a fly one.
Listen, there are some pretty good looking girls that are freaking.
Yeah, they're mental.
No, he got to go for the Candaces. You got to go for them.
Oh, see,
eight. This is what he's talking about.
What?
Yo, man, y'all crazy.
Ain't be on that bullshit.
Hey, so
you gotta turn the phone to the side. That's
this nigga always got me on some nut shit.
Nigga wild, dog.
Yo, jumping Candace joint, man. Holla at her, man. You know what I mean? Put a wig on. That shit might work. Put a blonde wig on, man. Might work, dog.
What the fuck? Shout
out to Julian, man. 8 Ravish Melon Drew. What's up, man?
What's up, man? Salute. Yeah, we just chilling.
God damn, y'all stupid as fuck.
Y'all saw that sick humor tweet? Y'all see that shit?
Yo, what
do you say?
Damn, what the hell he said?
Oh, that's your boy. That's your homie.
Yeah, I tagged y'all in it.
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, just
it says chat, didn't Drew eat ass for an ex? Drew, I eat ass for free. And then he got a picture of a baby laughing or some shit. That shit funny as hell.
Okay. Salute to Sick Humor. He checks out the podcast. That's what's up. I didn't catch that. I got the notification.
Shout out to Julian, man. He said Candace's eyes look like a percentage sign.
Oh shit!
All right,
stupid.
Y'all niggas is
we
crazy.
moving up out of here, man. We out of here. We see y'all next week. Same time, man. Sub boxes ain't working. So views.
Wait, Brad, you get your outro?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
All right.
Down, man. We appreciate all the support y'all coming through. Stay safe out there. Stay in the house. Play some games. Watch some movies. Do some things. Write a letter. Read a book. I don't know, but find something to do.
Send dick pics.
Stay 6 feet away, man. Get outside, man, but don't go partying.
Don't go outside. Don't look.
You don't want to be. You don't want to. You don't want to be conditioned to stay in the house all day. Just walk around the block and get your ass home. And stay 6 feet away.
Walk around your backyard.
Let's be honest. Most of these motherfuckers stay in the house anyway.
That's a fact.
Now,
goddamn fact.
Coronavirus as an excuse.
And you got an excuse. Yeah, man.
Fact. Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, you got an excuse now, man. So.
Shit.
Be safe out there. Appreciate all the support. Super chat, Patreon. Hey, make sure y'all hit the like button and all that shit. Shout out to Puerto Rock for coming through. Also, Kid Move. And we'll see y'all next week, same time, man. Sunday, 4 p.m. EST. We out. Deuces.
Peace.